music, and I like one song. What Drake song do you like? Hold On, We're Going Home. Do you like? Are you a big Drake guy, are you? You can be a big Drake. He is an essential D-bag, though.
He's not
to
my
the
favorite.
highest order.
He makes some good music. I like his music.
You already got it all. You just have to be that big of a jackass. I know that you're in Canada and you're always kind of looking over your shoulder, wondering what somebody's saying about you, but damn. I mean, you own nearly everything, right? I mean, you're the it guy globally. Do you have to act like that big of a jackass on the sideline? That's all I'm asking. Anyway, it was a fantastic finish. It was. That was an Alcoa fantastic finish from football legend right there. So you have Toronto, you have the Bucks tomorrow night, you got the Blazers, you have the Warriors, no Kevin Durant. CJ McCollum was awesome in that Game 7 on the road. I got to give a tip of the cap because his dad's a good friend of mine, Gary Harris, who I thought had an excellent playoff. That team in it, very young for the first time. Just didn't close the deal. That's disappointing because they had that Game 7 at home. And nobody could check McCollum. They tried everybody, didn't they? Everybody. He was hitting everything. Everybody was struggling. But a tip of the cap to the Harris family, my friends, Gary and Joy, for that should be fun out there for the next number of years. The most interesting thing about it in Philadelphia, as much as I can't stand them, I mean, there was conversation about firing the coach. You lose like that and you get fired? Well, I told you the process isn't going to work. It had nothing to do with the process. I guess you can shake down some of the losses in that series. Or maybe you can view it as disappointing. I mean, the process needs to work on Ben Simmons being any type of threat other than jumping in the air and passing. The jump pass. Because nobody guards him, and nobody's worried about this dude shooting nary a jump shot. Never. Not even attempting it. Nobody guards him. That's the process next step, right? The process is to make sure that Ben Simmons has some semblance of a jump shot sometime soon. Agreed. I'll be honest with you, yesterday I wasn't that surprised that John Beeline made the jump. Why not? A lot of money. Don't have to recruit. Don't have to reload every year when all your guys think that they should go to the NBA and they end up leaving and they don't come back. I know he had a good thing going. And I did see Jay Williams yesterday. Jay Williams in the tweet about, Michigan's got to get back to the roots, got to get back to the culture. I'm thinking, wait a minute, John Beeline has been awesome there. I mean, how many programs around college basketball, including the one in Bloomington, would much rather have John Beeline than the one that they presently have as a head coach? Well, what didn't he do? He was right. John Beeline was where in college hoops? Was he a top 10? He was easily a top 10 college basketball coach. Take that money, go, and see what you can do. And Mike Gansey's in the organization. Mike Gansey was awesome. Gansey was a part of that rejuvenation, if you remember, with Pittsnoggle and remember Hair Bear, the West Virginia teams. I want to say back around 05, somewhere in that neighborhood. Remember the entire West Virginia rejuvenation, right, under Beeline? Patrick Beeline was on that team, John Beeline's son. But I remember talking, I had Pittsnoggle and Gansey on over at Hinkle Fieldhouse, and they were both awesome conversations. You could kind of tell, even by that conversation, as I remember, well over 10 years ago, that Gansey was probably going to go someplace and be some sort of executive, and Pittsnoggle was probably going to be working in landscaping. You could just kind of guess. I guessed it right. I don't know. He's probably doing something better than that, but that's kind of what the guess was at the time. It was the yin and the yang. But I was not as surprised, I guess, as everybody else. And I'm certainly not going to sit in and go, oh, woe was college basketball for losing a great coach. I mean, what are you going to do? I like college basketball, and I know it's really always easy to kind of point the finger at the NBA and say, well, that's not real basketball. Yeah, baloney. That is awesome. I love the NBA. Love it. These stratospheric athletes, doing that. That's amazing to me. I love the fact, too, that a lot of the prime elite level contributors are not of these power universities, right? Or these basketball factories. Lehigh, Weber State. Yeah, I know Davidson, we've used that forever, though, with Steph Curry. I mean, hell, even Washington State for my man crush. We're not talking about your normal basketball factories here, are we? Greece. There's a basketball factory. What's Greece giving us? Ronnie Cycli and Antetokounmpo. Anybody else I'm missing from Greece? Sounds like a great place to go. I'm telling you what, right now, if somebody said, you can do your radio show from the Isle of Santorini every day and live there, I'm gone. But not quite the basketball factory now, is it? Well, San Diego State, too. Yeah, San Diego State. Another basketball factory. Anyway, we could talk some NBA if you like at 239-1070. Email address is jmv at 1070thefan.com. I have yet to come up with a sufficient Connecticut water question of the day, but I promise you I will. Toot Sweet. How you doing? Who are you?
I'm an intern.
That's a sweet jean jacket right there, man.
You a Mariners fan?
Huh? No, I just got that. You're from where?
Portland.
You're from Portland?
Yeah.
Yeah, this old school Mariners right here, though.
Go in.
Yeah, yes. Now, Jay Buhner wore this, I think, back in the day. Yeah. I can go back even. Glenn Abbott, I think, was like warming up in the bullpen with this jersey on. You can check out my state-of-the-art Mariners throwback at YouTube right now. 1070 The Fans channel, The Ride with JMV. Matter of fact, I believe this might have been the jersey when the guy upstairs, Jeff Smulyan, owned the team. This was not, however, the shirt that Ted Bundy, the serial killer, tried to defend himself in a courtroom while wearing under a sport coat. It is not that one. Well, this is Glenn Abbott, Lynn Randall. Oh, there's no doubt Richie Zisk wore this son of a gun right here. He might have had better years while in Texas, but I think Richie Zisk wore this. Absolutely. Hey, had a great time over the weekend, too. It was fantastic to see everybody. I had a great time. Friday was fun. Get to hang out with Tony a little bit. Friday, Tony came out. We did the show on Saturday from noon until 3. Felix Rosenquist, and I gotta. He came out. He was on the pole and all fired up. I think, did he get the JMV karma? I don't know. My man kept falling back, and then he had a fire. Felix was a good dude, too. Felix was from Sweden, and he got the normal JMV BS line of Q&A of, hey, what's your favorite Swedish band? ABBA or Ace of Base? Sometimes I even cringe sometimes, too, just like you do. Like you're cringing in your car or at your cubicle or at home or wherever you might. I do, too. Same thing. Were you a big fan of Ace of Base while growing up? I mean, just because I'm from Sweden? It's kind of like this. This has been, like, making its way, and it doesn't really make me mad. I don't care. But the description that ESPN.com gave of Romeo Langford as a part of the NBA Combine in Chicago was there was a line that said, after deciding to stay at Little New Albany High School. And then everybody gets all butthurt around here about, well, that's what everybody thinks of Indiana. It's a barn, a basketball hoop, and everything's small town. It doesn't really bother me that much, but that is somewhat stereotypical, and it's just as stereotypical as me doing a Q&A with Felix about Ace of Base, ABBA, and Stefan Edberg. I mean, and IKEA. Can I not come up with anything better than that? He was a great dude, though. Kelby Krause was awesome with Chip Ganassi for bringing him out there. Literally, he was out there with us about an hour before he started the race. A quick shout to Kevin. Kevin's Clubhouse on Twitter. Kevin brought 2, actually 3, 2 for me, and I didn't eat them both, but 1 for Tony. a workingman's friend cheeseburger. It was a double, no middle bun, and it was outstanding. I thank Kevin for that. He is a P1 listener, and we appreciate every moment he's involved. And also Emily. Emily came up with the koozie idea. She had the idea the JMV sucks looking like some album art of the past of one of the Carb Day bands being Foreigner. And the shop in Broad Ripple, by the way, you can get your shirt. I want everybody to be JMV sucks and ready to go for Carb Day a week from Friday, right? So I want to make sure you get your shirts right now. They went with a different logo. It's a JMV sucks, kind of a throwback of the old STP can, right? And it's awesome. But she actually did that design and put it on some koozies and brought it out, and that was outstanding. Emily from Huntington, Indiana, thank you for listening. It was great. All right, 239-1070. We have the Who tickets for you. Later on today, we have Carb Day tickets, right? Carb Day and Qualls tickets, I believe, according to Kyle coming up, too. Cubs and Reds open up a midweek series from Great American. I saw this. The Reds have some really good stats. We just got to raise the bar with winning. Let's raise the bar with winning. This is a here we go. This is a must-win midweek set for the Redlegs. Must win. A must sweep. That's typical me right there. Must win and must sweep midweek set for the Reds. We lost a really funny dude, Tim Conway. I would advise you, if you really want to laugh, Tim Conway and Harvey Korman doing the Dennis bit on the old Carol Burnett show is one of the funniest skits of all time. And how you can tell, Harvey Korman is as good as Harvey Korman is in the Dennis chair and could not stop laughing. It is absolute gold. Check that out on Facebook or on YouTube or wherever. Tim Conway was 85. Quick break. We'll come back. Phone calls, 239-1070. Email address, jmv@1070thefan.com. jmv@1070thefan.com is the email address. I just gave that to you, too. And at jmv1070 on Twitter. Zach Kiefer, Scott Hoke. I'll tell you what they're all about on the show coming up next.
Sports Center updates on the Fan are brought to you by Big O Tires. Buy one, get one wiper blade free, free flat repair and spring safety check. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Do you have a nagging suspicion that your business could be doing a lot better? Are you tired of losing deals to your competitors? Should it really be that difficult to get past gatekeepers? Are you frustrated that you're being treated like just another salesperson? It doesn't have to be that way. When you're ready to get serious about the career that feeds your family, we should talk. Call me, 317-678-8800. That's Matt Nettleton with Sandler Training, 317-678-8800. What are you waiting for?
Slayer, the final world tour continues. With Lamb of God, Amon Amarth, and Cannibal Corpse. This Thursday, Ruoff Home Mortgage Music Center. Slayer. The end is near. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Part of the Coors Light Concert Series.
Oh, back and forth and back and forth. You know what I'm talking about here? No, not a psalm. I'm talking about your cooling unit. Oh, your cooling unit's on. Now I got to turn your heating unit back on. Yeah, your cooling unit's on. Now I got to turn your heating unit back on. Literally, that's what it's been like for the last month around here. So make sure that your cooling unit is good to go with 1 hour heating and air conditioning. The experts at 844-1-HOUR and a $79 AC tune-up. This thing might be working and it might feel really cool right now, but we're not into the blazing temps of the summertime yet. And the last thing you want to happen is that thing to go whenever it does not count. That is a problem. Just make sure 1 hour heating and air conditioning gets out to your place and gets you on board with a $79 AC tune-up. They'll find out whatever might be ailing it, and if it's not, you have the peace of mind that you're good to go for 2019. Your cooling unit needs it. You need the peace of mind. For 1 hour heating and air conditioning, that's 844-1-HOUR. 844-1-HOUR. Tell them I sent you today.
Running a business, you've relied on the big machine to keep your internet and voice services worry-free. But one day, your voice and internet stop working, costing you customers by the minute. So you place a call to the big machine, and you hear,
Hold the line.
after several transfers and hearing,
Oh, I am sorry, but you have the wrong department. Hold, please.
you realize you're with the wrong company. You call Teltec.
This is Teltec owner Troy Brasso. At Teltec, we take great pride in providing professional, hands-on support. Established businesses like Whole Wall Heating and Air and Carson Agency continue to experience the benefits of Teltec's customer care.
If you're a business of 10 to 200 employees or more, Teltec invites you to put an end to your reliance on the big machine and contact Teltec for a free review today. 317-390-8585 and click on simple123.biz. That's simple123.biz. Teltec.
Shopping for an engagement ring is easier and more affordable than ever, thanks to Diamonds Direct. Diamonds Direct is no ordinary jewelry store. It's a world diamond powerhouse with enough diamonds to supply up to 30 traditional jewelry stores. One of the largest selections of GIA certified diamonds in America, right here. And at Diamonds Direct, you don't have to make or settle for a boring mass-produced cookie cutter ring. We have all the top designers like Tykore, Verragio, Henry Dawsey, Michael M., Simon G., and dozens more. We'll help you get her the ring of her dreams and make sure you stay in budget, because value is what we're all about. Our no middleman direct importer diamond prices are the best in the nation, guaranteed. You just can't get any closer to the source than Diamonds Direct. And the value doesn't stop when you make the purchase, because every ring comes with a free lifetime warranty, free cleaning, free sizing, free repairs for life. Diamonds Direct, lowest diamond prices, and so much more. Keystone at the Crossing, where Indy gets engaged.
Hey, John here for Forum Credit Union. Did you know that May is National 529 College Savings Plan Month? Forum Credit Union celebrating by reminding parents, and that would be me too, about the Sprout College Matching Account, the perfect complement to a 529 college savings plan. This account pays a competitive dividend rate, plus it matches deposited funds up to $100 every year. That is pretty awesome right there. So talk to my man Kevin or stop by any branch location today. And for more info online, they are money and will help you save it and will help you prepare with it. forumcu.com today.
Hey, it's Stan Dockich here for Window Nation. It's graduation time, not just for schools, but it's time for your home to graduate up to new energy-efficient windows from Window Nation. And as a graduation gift, all window styles are 50% off. You choose beige, Bose, double-hung, wood, vinyl, any color, any size, all custom-made, all 50% off. Window Nation's massive buying power is a diploma in deals, and they'll pass the savings on to you. It gets even better. Make no down payment with no payments and no interest for 12 full months. And if you call Window Nation this week, take 50% off every window, plus get free, yes, free blinds with the purchase of a house of windows. New windows save energy, improve the look and value of your home. Now 50% off with no down payment, no payments, and no interest for 12 months, plus free blinds. Call Window Nation today for a free in-home estimate. They can come out the next day and will provide a quote valid for a full year. School year's about to end, so's this deal. Hurry. Call 866-90-NATION today or online at windownation.com. 866-90-NATION or windownation.com.
There's never an excuse for missing anything on The Fan. 1070 The Fan on connected devices and smart speakers. 1070thefan.com. 1070 The Fan app on iTunes and the Google Play Store. For a full list, go to 1070thefan.com/listen. Plus, you can listen to all the shows by subscribing to the podcast. Take us anywhere and everywhere you go. FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Your home for indie sports. The Ride with JMV.
Collect them, trade them, or just enjoy them.
FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
All right. A reminder, Carb Days a week from Friday. We'll be out there. I'm out there Friday, then a week from Friday, and then the pre-race show with the Trimulcast here, me and Just for Men Beard. Going to be a fantastic time race day. Got 3 times of me coming up out there. This is going to be the Carb Day band, and I've gone back and forth with a variety of folks about what Carb Day to me means. for having bands. And the essential portion of it is to have bands that would be basically a jukebox or a karaoke. If they have a catalog, a lengthy catalog that is going to make everybody love it. And Foreigner and Kool and the Gang have that. Have that. I can't wait for Carb Day. Foreigner's going to be good. I know that everybody likes Foreigner's got to be decrepitly old. But you can go 15-plus songs deep in that catalog, and hell, most of you, I mean, even you, the younger generation, the millennials, the much maligned, often maligned millennials, can get that right now. It's not that difficult to get into music as it used to be. I mean, back in the day, you had to spend $10, and then for CDs, $15, and you'd get like 2 songs on an album, and you go, what the hell do I have this for? That's why I had a TDK and a Max L, and I would make a mixtape. I want to hear all these sucky songs on this 12-song album, and it's got like 1 or 2 on there worthy of listening. You can go back, and you can listen to the entire catalog. Kool and the Gang, the same thing. I promise you guys a blast. Travis Ray wants to know who won the qualifying tickets from the Instagram post. You lost me at Instagram post, Travis. Sorry about that. JMV, tell Doug Bowles that the security guard at the Speedway wouldn't let us in to deliver their booze today. Not cool. So the Speedway did not get their regular booze delivery. That sounds like Roadhouse to me. This here liquor's supplied by Brad Wesley. Let Josh and the gang in to deliver booze, would you, Speedway? Hey, JMV, by the way, I think it ends up being the Blazers versus the Bucks. Can rest my theory of the NBA being rigged. You know, the one thing that I hate about hearing, and it makes me laugh, I just want exciting games with good teams, and we always got to double back to, oh, man, TNT and ESPN on ABC, they're all freaking out, man. Look at the markets involved here. They're going to lose millions. You know what? Too bad. If your best team in the East happens to be from Milwaukee, then so be it. Too bad. God, I get tired of that. You know, maybe if your crown jewel wasn't run like such a blank show, everybody wouldn't be surrounded by the fire tonight waiting to see if the Knicks end up getting the 5th selection overall, because you know damn straight that's how it's going to go. You know. Just run your organization better then. Oh, what are we going to do? There's no major market involved. I mean, really, look at the crap shows of the Knicks and the Lakers right now. And all you really have to do, I mean, you can screw it up this majorly, and you can get through it. If the Pacers were to do it at this level, to screw up this catastrophically, they would be gone for good. They'd probably be playing out of Louisville. That is so true. What are the numbers going to do? Oh, the ratings are going to be down. I just want to see the best teams play. And I got news for you, NBA. Arguably the best player, debatably the best player, is playing out of Milwaukee. So you better find something to do with that. And if you want these great ratings. And again, I mean, you got 2 blank shows on each coast here. There's no way the Cavaliers win the lottery tonight. Is there? Get another one of these so-called transformational players? No way they win the lottery tonight. Can I make that call right now? No way.
Do you care who wins? Do you want a
I don't
team
care
to get
now.
the first
I
pick?
don't care, but I mean, they've done it twice now, right?
You got to spread the wealth around. Give someone else the first pick.
No, I'm not one that. First of all, I don't believe in things being rigged like this, because nobody can keep a secret. I mean, nobody in this era. I mean, I got to know what you eat like 3 squares a day in this era. So there's not one person out there that can keep a secret of this magnitude ever. Ever. You imagine? Well, you know what? I was just in the NBA offices, and they said that they're going to screw with everybody and have the Cavaliers get the overall selection again. How long would it take that? Like 5 minutes to get out? I mean, I know what all you guys eat every minute. I know what you guys had for lunch back on March the 15th. There's no way anybody's going to keep a secret. None. So I refuse to believe it. JMV, if you're dental work, are you sporting a Turtle Man smile? Now, mine fell out in the back. I got elbowed, and it was kind of an old filling in the tooth, and it just came out. There was no pain. But no, I did not look like that. Brad Simmons did some fantastic work for me, and I appreciate it. This is from Mark. That Leonard shot is almost as good as the hangs in the balance shot in the Farm Bureau insurance commercial back in the day. That's so good. We'll never, ever see anything like that. Never. Things that we will see before we ever see a shot like that fall under those circumstances in that type of situation again. Everything. We'll have 20 Super Bowls in this market before we ever, and I mean ever, see that shot fall again under those circumstances. I'm sorry, you're right. The Cavs have won it 3 times. That's my bad. 3. Kyrie, Wiggins, Anthony Bennett. That's my bad on that. See, I thought they won it for LeBron, didn't they too? Did they win it for LeBron? That's way, way back, though. What, 01? I've completely forgot about those other 2, Andrew. Well done. There's no way, though. None. You imagine? And Anthony Bennett was one. I don't know. Do you get a little pause, I guess, if Anthony Bennett is one of them, though. That's fantastic. From Ryan Davis, hey, JMV, where do we get the Carb Day shirts? You can go to the shop in Broad Ripple. Go at the shop on Twitter, or just Google and you can find it at theshop.com, and they have it. And this is the final pre-order day, and I want to make sure you guys are all looking good. Can I be your guest at Chick-fil-A? That is so sweet. Oh, you're my guest. I'm just going to be somebody's guest. Be our guest for your choice, our treat. Chick-fil-A sandwich, grilled chicken sandwich, spicy chicken sandwich. You know what? Chick-fil-A came up with something, and you got to give it credit. Chick-fil-A came up with the type of sandwich that taverns in southern Indiana had served forever and could not nationally market, I guess. Seriously, the Chick-fil-A sandwich, and you get that great piece of chicken on your average bun, and you slap a couple of pickles there in the middle that tastes like you just got it from the Odin Tavern. And you had to choose that over the fish. Or as they say there, fish. I had to choose that over the fish. We weren't on the ball. There's another whiff by me. Yep, the Tavern chicken sandwich, bottled water, vodka, craft beer. Always sniffing the behind right there when it comes to innovation and great money-making ideas. That's too bad. All right, quick one. We'll come back. Get your thoughts. Get you guys on the horn here. Reds and Cubs, because I am Mr. Must-Win. This is a must-win situation, a must-sweep situation for the Reds in this midweek series from Great American Ballpark. It is must-win. And believe me, I was must-winning the Colts in Game 1 last year versus the Bengals. So this is not newfound territory. Must-win situation. Zach Kiefer's going to join us. Scott Hoke of Meekum, which is awesome, is in town this week, is going to join us in the 4 o'clock hour as well. Back with you next.
Tune into the Fan Morning Show with Jeff and Big Joe this week for your chance to win an American Dairy Association of Indiana prize pack. # Winners Drink Milk. You won't want to miss out. Details 1070thefan.com.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. In addition to everything else going on, they have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
An effective defense often hinges on sophisticated strategies relating to income tax projections, business valuations, spousal support claims. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters, and that's why it's so important to hire someone that has those skills.
Contact the domestic litigation firm of Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Indianapolis area attorneys, a partner men can count on. 317-322-0122, or visit online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Indianapolis. Cordell & Cordell, 101 West Ohio Street, Suite 1100, Indianapolis, Indiana 46204.
Hi, I'm Rick Edelman, and I have a feeling that retirement is on your mind. You're wondering if you've saved enough or whether your money is in the right places. You're wondering when will you be able to retire, or will you be able to stay retired? And is your money sufficient so you can live in comfort and financial security for the rest of your life? You're wondering all this, but you really don't have to just wonder. You can resolve all these questions in your effort to enjoy a retirement that's everything you want it to be, and we can help. At Edelman Financial Engines, our clients are predominantly concerned about retirement, your financial security for your spouse, for your aging parents, for your children, and we can help you just like we've helped thousands of folks just like you for more than 30 years. So call us at Edelman Financial Engines at 888-PLAN-RIC. That's 888-PLAN-RIC. Or visit us at rickedelman.com. That's ricedelman.com. And don't wonder about your retirement, because we're here to help you.
More Shop in Fishers is ready for you. Who got out there today, right? You had to battle for the past couple of days with a lot of rain. Maybe your yard, your property is getting a little bit tall. To the rescue, it's Paul and the Mower Shop in Fishers. First things first, if you're overwhelmed with your present lawnmower, I've got great news for you, because the brand names like Honda and Toro and Spartan and Hustler are at the best prices of the year right now, and you can buy one. Check them out online, themowershop.com. You buy it right there. They will deliver it absolutely free directly to your door. Now, if you need accessories, bingo, Paul's got it for you too. Edgers, making that sidewalk walk up your driveway looking sweet. Your weed whackers, that's what I call it because I'm from Southern Indiana. And any other blowers, whatever the accessories you need, they have it for you. TheMowerShop.com, 849-9500. The showroom is fantastic. If you stop in, tell Paul that I sent you, because I want your 2019 cutting season to be spectacular and your property or your lawn to look absolutely at its best. And the Mower Shop in Fishers will do that for you. 849-9500 or TheMowerShop.com right now.
Hey, it's Big Joe for your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer, Reinhardt Heating and Cooling. Serving Hendricks and surrounding counties, owner Danny Reinhardt runs a true family business.
My 3 children, Kevin, Corey, and Kim, they all work for me. I have another gentleman that's been with me since I started, Stumpy, and then Brian come to work for us in 2006, and so we really, truly are a family business.
That's Reinhardt Heating and Cooling, 317-745-4526. American Standard Heating and Air is built to a higher standard. CNDHomeComfort.com for great set to standard spring rebates.
Springtime in Indy, and if you hate to paint, do what your neighbor Rich did. He called Rhino Shield.
Aluminum siding, built in 1961. It also had a lot of stains, and it was white, and we wanted to change the color.
Remember, with Rhino Shield, it's not paint, it's better.
You know, we're told that it's hard to paint aluminum siding and get a good adhesion with regular paint. So Rhino Shield was great.
And now, Central Indiana, you too can have the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
They came on a Saturday and power washed everything all around the house. And then they came back and did all the work on Monday and Tuesday. And in 2 full days, they worked on a Monday and were completely done by Tuesday.
Here's owner Jim Williams.
This offer's limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Don't paint. Don't vinyl. Go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Hi, I'm Tony Cannon, and I'm here with Chuck Jones at BOS's Chevrolet. Chuck, it's May, and it's Indy 500 time.
Tony, it's also time to move some new Chevys. Right now, we got 22% off new Chevys for the entire month of May.
Wow, fans, now's the time to save big on Chevys.
That's right, TK, now's the time.
That sounds like winning to me, and it's all about winning.
If you want to win with a new Chevy, find new roads to Bill Estes Chevrolet or online at BillEstesChevy.com.
The Jeff and Big Joe Show has moved to mornings. Weekdays 7 to 10 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. The Ride with JMV.
I'm really sorry.
On FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Yeah, Terry Rozier didn't have the greatest of things to talk about the Celtics situation. That of teammate Kyrie Irving. How many of you would like to see Terry Rozier in a Pacers uniform? Anybody out there? Let me see a show of hands. I don't know what it might take, but I think he's a good player. I think he's a good player that 2 years ago just had an absolute breakout season. And this past year, I think like everybody else on that squad, more than likely got caught up in a lot of the muck that was going on. Quick, can shoot, plays hard. At least I've not seen any buttholish acts, so I think I'm all good with that. Terry Rozier. Yeah, I'm spending a lot of money here. It's easy for me. Oh, yeah, do it. What, off the bench? Terry Rozier? Terry Rozier or Danny Green off the bench? Terry Rozier or Terrence Ross? I will say this. The whole Terrence Ross thing off the bench excites me Pacer-wise. It doesn't in the starting lineup. A lot of holes to fill. A lot of gaps. And I easily spend money, certainly that is not mine, and without much regard to the cap itself. So it's easy. But I would say yes. If you're going to ask me, would I be okay with that? I'm going to tell you I absolutely, positively would be okay with that. JMV, my son and I had a blast at the track this weekend. Great to meet you. It was great to meet you, too. My man Neil was out there. We had fun. And it was like sunny for 5 minutes, and then again it wasn't. You got to see some rooster tails, which sounds like something that shouldn't be said on the radio, but it's okay. Pretty damn awesome. And I'm not the biggest Grand Prix guy either, but that was pretty fun. I have to admit. JMV, this is from Joel. I think Terry Rozier would be a nice fit here. He wouldn't drain your cap space like Kemba would. In your opinion, what does a successful offseason look like for the Pacers? Yeah, and I've explained that too. I don't know if there is going to be anything dramatically that the Pacers are going to be capable of doing. I think that they've got to find a high-volume scorer for when Vic's not there, and then to help when Vic returns. And I've looked at Kemba Walker the entire time. And Joel, I mean, I've said this all along. I have to preface it every time because, again, people think, well, you know, their cap space is this. I all the time say that it's a pipe dream. But a guard of that category, that's why I'd be okay with Terry Rozier. At least on the surface. At least on the surface. I don't know if I'm okay with Terry Rozier as a start. I mean, Terry Rozier off the bench. Maybe Rozier wants to be a starter. Maybe, I don't know if he's going to raise his game that much. But it did seem like he got a little bit bogged down in the crapola that was going on in Boston. And Dustin says Rozier is basically what you want from Holiday, and therein lies the other issue there. I mean, you got somebody that's similar. And he's coming off the bench. You drafted him. I mean, you tell me most areas you go, most paths you take, you come up with this is what they have, and this is how much. I mean, this is why I have said this is going to be the most important offseason we have seen for the Pacers in a long damn time. Because we're just thinking about it on the surface, about what is necessary. We're not even taking into consideration the holes, the gaps they're going to have to fill for guys that they, A, have no intention on bringing back, or B, guys that they wouldn't mind to have back that may end up getting better deals someplace else, because that always happens. Seemingly always happens. Somebody always gets paid a hell of a lot more than what people think. Remember, every time we go in to an NBA free agency period, you like gasp for air about, oh my God, how much do they pay this guy? I guarantee you there is going to be an oh my God moment. Oh my God, how much was just offered to Bojan? Oh my, by God, Bogdanovich. Seriously. Every time. And hell, we're still a month and a half clear of that, too. See, I would agree. I thought Scary Terry in the postseason a couple of years ago was nice. Rozier's better than the Tyreke Evans, so I'll take it. You're going to have two looking Rozier guys, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you look at Rozier in the starting lineup. Maybe. And I know that you guys are like, oh, yeah, right. But we've talked about Danny Green and Terrence Ross. This is not too far off that path. I mean, there's a world that we live in, and we like to toss around names and situations. And then there's the real world in this case. That's part of it. I think this NBA offseason has been absolutely spectacular. Even with the Pacers getting a 4-game sweep at the hands of the incredibly disappointing Celtics, it has been outstanding. We'll hit that. Scott Hoke has long time been a part of the NBC Sports Network, and he is the host of the Meekum Car Auction, which I absolutely love. That is going on this week. I'm going to do a little social media spectacular out there for him tomorrow. Scott's going to join us, formerly of RTV6. Used to work with the Pacers a year ago. I mean, he is a dude from this market that everybody knows. He's a great guy. He's going to join us coming up at about 10 minutes after 4. Zach Kiefer in the 5 o'clock hour. I've got tickets to see The Who for you, the legendary band for you at Ruoff Home Mortgage Music Center 2. Back with you next.
It's the Fan Morning Show with Jeff and Big Joe.
Guys, I'm going to go with chocolate, but if you were to win the 500, what's your guys' milk of choice?
You can't do chocolate.
I know. Why?
Come on. You can't have a dirty uniform.
What?
They will not have no, you have to have a white milk.
Well, I'll have a black uniform then.
Stipulated.
What happens if the winner is lactose intolerant?
And he pours it on his head.
The Fan Morning Show with Jeff and Big Joe. Weekday morning, 7 to 10. Only on FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan.
I warned everyone 4 months ago that this year the purchase market would be fierce, and I was right. You need to be working with the right lender. TheHomeLoanExpert.com.
Here's what's happening with The Fan.
It's the month of May in Indy, which means Big Joe is on the move. Thursday at 9, he's at Joe's Grill in Castleton. Friday at 9, he's at Brothers Downtown. It's your chance to win Indy 500 tickets and Miller Lite Party Deck passes. Then the Fan is out all month long for the Budweiser Legends of Racing driver appearances. Event info now on the events tab at 1070thefan.com.
For more info, click on IndySportsCenter.com.
Hey, this is Dan Dockage for Steffi Hadaway Insurance. Did you know Steffi Hadaway sells life insurance? If you're like a lot of people and think you've waited too long or can't afford a life insurance policy, then you should talk to Mike Steffi and his team at Steffi Hadaway Insurance. They represent dozens of life insurance companies who can tailor a life insurance policy to meet your needs and fit your budget. Call Steffi Hadaway at 317-334-3743 today or shiagency.com.
Hello, this is Rob Evans. At INHP, we believe everyone in Indianapolis deserves to live in a safe, decent, and affordable home in a vibrant neighborhood. That's why INHP provides homeownership education classes, affordable fixed-rate home loans, and down payment assistance for low to moderate income households. INHP clients gain knowledge and purchasing power, enabling them to afford the home of their choice in a neighborhood that's right for them. Learn more about the choices available to you at INHP.org. That's INHP.org.
Don't put up with a cranky old water heater. Time to get a new one and get happy. I'm Corey Kreitzberger, General Manager of Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Replace your water heater with us and enjoy 24/7 service, local, licensed plumbers, and 100% satisfaction, guaranteed. Plus, we'll give you a free 10-year warranty upgrade. That'll make you happy.
Go with the flow, the local pros. Call Benjamin Franklin Plumbing.
Terms, conditions, and tax may apply. License CP 101-00018.
Have you ever been to a sales training seminar where you heard a great talk, bought some books, got really excited, and left feeling good, only to find out 2 weeks later nothing had changed? You're right back where you started? That's not sales training. That's entertainment. I'm Matt Nettleton with Sandler Training. Our training is expensive, difficult, and incredibly effective. When you're ready to get serious about the career that feeds your family, we should talk. Call me, 317-678-8800. That's Matt Nettleton with Sandler Training, 317-678-8800.
Finally, The Who is moving on. Get set for a true Who experience like never before. This Saturday night, Ruoff Home Mortgage Music Center. Pete Townsend, Roger Daltrey. Reserved seats are on sale now at livenation.com. The Icons, the show, The Who. Moving on.
When I started Shane Company, I wanted to offer couples in love something no other jeweler in town was offering. Something you could only get if you had a friend in the jewelry business. Unique engagement rings at an affordable price. To keep our prices low, I needed to travel to all 3 diamond capitals of the world and buy our stones only from the best cutters in each market, eliminating all middlemen and their markups. To get the prettiest diamonds, ones that I'd be proud to give to a loved one, I had to handpick each stone individually. To offer unique engagement rings without designer name markups, I created an in-house design team. After all these years, we're still the only jeweler in town doing these things. That's why, when you come in to build your dream ring, you'll get the most beautiful engagement ring at the best price. Now you have a friend in the diamond business. Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
This is Indy Sports Center.
WFNI, WIBC, HD2,
W298BB, W228CX, Indianapolis.
The talk of Gasoline Alley with Speedway historian Donald Davidson. Weeknights at 8
on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, I'm Tony Donahue. Practice continues on opening day on the Oval from IMS in preparation for the 130 Indianapolis 500 at Carpenter. The Indianapolis native has the fastest time of the day at 228.653 miles per hour, followed by the 3-time champion Elio Castro-Neves. Rookie Colton Herta is third, followed by Sebastian Bourdais and the 2016 winner Alexander Rossi. Ed Jones, Spencer Piggott, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Takuma Sato, and Scott Dixon are in the top 10 fastest so far today as practice rolls on until 6 o'clock this evening. All 36 cars on the entry list have turned practice laps today. A total of 1,288 laps have been completed. Only 2 yellows, both for debris, as practice will go until 6 o'clock tonight from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan Track Team Update is brought to you by Big O Tires. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
I'm Pippa Mann, driver of the number 39 Driven to Save Lives Clausen Marshall Racing Chevrolet. This year, competing in the Indy 500 is more than chasing a win. It's personal. I'm racing to raise awareness of organ donation in honor of my friend and fellow driver, Brian Clausen. Today, there are 114,000 people nationwide waiting for a life-saving transplant. Be a hero. Save a life. Register your donation decision today at driventosavelives.org.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters. The memories made along the way. Stop by Big O Tires in the Indianapolis area, and their experts will make sure you have the tires designed for a luxurious ride and confident control of the road. The team you trust, Big O Tires.
The Ride with JMV. On FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Scott Hoke of Macomb, which is a spectacular time. I would encourage anybody out there. Take the wife and kids out there for a fantastic afternoon or evening. And I guarantee you a blast. It is a blast. I'm going to go out there and do a little social media extravaganza tomorrow. I'm going to take kids out there, I think, later on this week. Last year, they got to raise and slam the gavel for a couple of those rich dudes dropping hordes of cash on some awesome cars. I so much wanted to bid. They had a 77 black Trans Am, and all I needed to do was grow a mustache, put on a cowboy lid, and a really bad-looking 70s flare collar Western red shirt. And I'm the bandit. That thing was awesome. Absolutely awesome. I think it went for like $40K. 77 black Trans Am. Scott Hoke is going to join us. You guys are asking me what was my favorite ride out there. I love the old muscle cars from the early 70s are really tough to beat. Whether you're talking about a Chevelle or you're talking about a Plymouth Roadrunner, Dodge Challenger, Dodge Charger, Chevy Nova. Pretty tough to beat, but it is a great time. You know, and sometimes there, back in the day, I loved Porsches. Right, I wanted a 911 Carrera Targa top. Like a red 911. I look like any movie James Spader played in like the 80s. I look like him, rolling around, some preppy butthole riding around in that car. That'd be me. Yeah, any of those movies where James Spader played the high school butthole. Yeah. That one. Anyway, Scott Hoke is the host on the NBC Sports Network, and he comes on here annually during this event. He's going to join us coming up at about 10 after the hour. We'll talk about that. Zach Kiefer's going to join us at 5. Colts back together later on this week. I got to give a shout-out out there to Matt Connie. I'm going to get Justin Houston on at some point. I have not had him on yet. So maybe we'll try that. I mean, really all quiet, signing some guys of the Colts. And when anybody talks about the NFL, anybody ever talks about where you might rank the Colts right now, I think I saw it the other day, top 3? I tell you, I might struggle with placing them in that category just yet, but I will say this. I would equally struggle at placing Kansas City at the top with the transition they have made and the future that looks bleak as far as Tyreke Hill is concerned. That's a tough one for me right there. I saw this, I think it was the NFL Network, went Chiefs, Pats, Colts, top 3. And I don't want to be the guy to say, pump the brakes. I want you guys to be excited about it. Don't get me wrong. But that's a hell of a bar to set right there. The Brick Shirt House said, did you ever tie a sweater around your neck like a preppy butthole? I think I did that once. Yeah, I think I did. See, it was funny because you guys know where I went to high school, right? So I rolled up in the 7th grade. We're straight out of the elementary and into the junior high. But I mean, it was the same damn building. It was like Walnut Grove. in a little house on the prairie. It's all the same building. But we transitioned from 6th to 7th grade, and my first 3 days I was rocking the Izod. It was then Izod, Lacoste now. It was Izod Lacoste. I was rocking the alligator shirts, and I was called Preppy. I said, well, okay, so what do I do if I go to JCPenney and get the one with the fox on it? Am I still Preppy? Do I get downgraded from Preppy if I have the fox? James Spader was the same dude all the time. Just a swarmy. God, this guy's got to get punched. Wouldn't last 5 minutes in any of our high schools. Not 5. And he was always had the name like Blaine. Hey, Blaine. Anybody ever know anybody that was worth a crap that wasn't a butthole that was named Blaine? Hey, Blaine. Just joking. Shout out to all the Blaines out there. JMV, I'm not good on Terry Rozier. I would agree with you. I think basically it's the same thing you have in Aaron Holiday, or what you're hoping Aaron Holiday turns into. You're probably right. I'm telling you, this offseason is going to be interesting to see exactly how Kevin Pritchard is dealing with this roster. Because we're just kind of looking at the top, and this is what you got to get to ride shot, and they don't have enough money to fill all these gaps because they don't have a lot of guys that you would consider worthy of stepping up right now, do they? Who's worthy of getting – I know what you're thinking about, both Leaf and Bo Holiday, or now it's time for them to play major minutes and be a part of the rotation for the entire year, but – are they ready to be a part of the rotation are they ever going to be ready to be a part of the rotation for the entire year? Edmund Sumner going to be a guy like that? Alize Johnson going to be a rotational figure? My man John Easter out of BD writes this: Scott Hoke was at Ben Davis at the same time as Calabro and Kevin Gregory. That's a good bunch right there. And my name is Blaine. I've got my sweater tied around my neck. And I part my hair down the middle. Like Steve Alford. JMV, my dad and I volunteered to drive cars in Meekum a few years back. Money goes to charity, and we got to drive some sweet classics. I'd say what I like to do, they have like a back lot. They have a back lot of cars that are outside, and I'm assuming that it's just like whatever bid comes, and if you guys agree, do it. But there's some sweet rides back there. I know I was eyeing a 1982 Oldsmobile Omega like you wouldn't believe. I go, hey, this will be all right. Hey, look at this Dodge Duster sitting back here. That actually is pretty entertaining. Back lot. I don't know. It's outside. There are a bunch of cars that are out there that I don't even know if they go through, but they're just like sitting back there outside right off of 38th Street there. Meekum is a good time. Scott's ready when you want to call him too, by the way. JMV at 1070thefan.com. JMV, I think Terry Rozier will be a great fit here. Rozier is the man left out in Boston. So much stock into Kyrie, Tatum, Brown, and Hayward. Never gave Rozier the stage. Exciting player, can score. I like him better than Tyreke and Matthews combined. Well, see, I will say this, John. You're not going to have to worry about Tyreke and Matthews combined because there's no way in the world. Not unless they each come back for about $1.50. On the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline, this is one of the fantastic times of year, and I'm glad that it's been integrated into the month of May. It's the Meekum Auto Auction, and he is the host, formerly of RTV6, formerly of the Pacers, formerly of Ben Davis High School. Our friend Scott Hoke is on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. I absolutely love this week with you guys out at the fairgrounds.
JMV, what's going on, brother? I know you do.
Love it. Love it. Hey, I thought about this, Scott. there's a back lot, right? There are cars that you can bid on. I don't know if they ever take center stage, but they're kind of in the back lot, right out near 38th Street, where you can kind of walk around and check them out. Are those up for auction too? How's that work?
Anything that's got a sticker in the window, man, is up for sale. And sometimes you never know. You could find the owner of a car and make an offer. But no, in all seriousness, 2,000 cars are going to be for sale. We need 7 buildings plus a bunch of tents. I mean, acres of tent storage to keep all the cars and store them. And even at that point, some of them are going to be out in the elements if it should rain or possibly just in the sunshine or whatnot. But yeah, there are cars all over that fairgrounds complex.
So Scott Hoke, you can catch him on NBC Sports Network, and he is the host of the Meekum Car Auction. They go around city to city, and he's playing on the home field here at the State Fairgrounds here in Indy with Meekum coming up this week and this weekend. How long have you been a part of this?
Believe it or not, man, this is our 12th season of televising Meekum auctions on the air, and I couldn't be more blessed. It's been a fantastic run, and it keeps growing. I mean, we added an event this year in Glendale, Arizona, suburb of Phoenix, that was just phenomenal. And Indy keeps growing, and Kissimmee is our biggest one of the year in January, and it's a monster. There's just no end in sight, man. It's unbelievably cool. By the way, I need to let you know, I've heard that you are going to be out there bidding on one of those 4 world-class Cobras. Well, you better hurry because my son-in-law, Gabe Keir, thought about bidding on those as well. So there might be a little bit of a bidding war between you guys on those cars.
Yeah, if it goes more than like $125, it might be out of my price range, Scott. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, but it is awesome. I'll tell you what, and I mentioned the back lot because the back lot is so stinking random. I think it's great. I mean, I really do. And it's not talked about very much because it doesn't look like the showcase of the event, but it is so random for car guys. That's the beauty of it.
You know, and you're exactly right. That is one of the coolest things because you can show up. Let's just pick a number. You can show up with $20,000 and go out there on a day like today or tomorrow, and you can come away with 2 or 3 cars that are really super cool. I mean, they're there for the picking. There's some fantastic deals, and as you mentioned, you never ever know what you're going to see out there on any given day, and it's almost endless. I always tell people, if you have a car that you have in mind, say, you know, a 68 Nova or a 66 Malibu, whatever, fill in the blank, you're going to see at least one, or even an oddball car, you're going to see at least one, maybe 2 out there at a Meekum event, like especially a big one like this one or Kissimmee. Absolutely.
So, Scott Hoke, NBC Sports Network, Meekum Car Auctions this week into the weekend. You can catch him doing stuff live out there, doing stuff on NBC Sports Network. He's on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. So have you virtually seen every notable movie car go through this over the past 12 or so years?
We've seen a lot of movie cars. We've seen a lot of TV cars. We sold one of the original Eleanor cars a number of years ago for $1 million. Kookie's car from 57 Sunset Strip. That was last year, and it sold for $400,000, I think. We've got one of the cars, one of the General Lees from the remake of Dukes of Hazzard, the newer film version of that. That's coming up this week. So, yeah, I mean, we've seen a bunch of those cars go through our auction block, and they always grab attention.
Yeah, I was thinking about some of the great movie or television show cars that might be a little bit off the path. This one's not, but the Starsky and Hutch car, how many times have you seen those roll through, if ever?
We've had a few of them. We've had one I remember last year that was a replica of one of the original cars. It wasn't an original car, but it was a replica. And even ones that are dressed up to resemble some of those TV show cars or movie cars, are sort of cool. And every time we see one of those gigantic Lincoln Town cars, I'm thinking of William Conrad. I think that's what he drove in I can't remember.
Ironside? Is that Ironside?
Ironsides, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so many that we had Jim Rockford's car, the original car from the Rockford Files, that gold Firebird from back in the day. We had that 4 or 5 years ago, which is really cool as well.
Jim Rockford. That's awesome right there. Scott Hoke joins us. When can people see you? When are you live? When are you taped? I'm assuming it's basically around the clock when it comes to NBC Sports Network.
We have 23 and a half hours of coverage that begins tomorrow. And quite honestly, John, I'm not sure of the time. I think it's around 10:30 in the morning. Just go on your guide or look at Meekin.com or NBCSports.com, and they'll have the schedule. It's kind of, it turns my brain to mush sometimes when I got to keep track of exactly what time we're on the air. But I will tell you this, there, as I said, 23 and a half hours of coverage coming up between tomorrow and Sunday. So we're going to have all the big stuff and all the heavy hitters. Don't worry about that. And, if you want to set so many people just click on the DVR and record it and watch it when they get home from work. And that's cool, too. Happy to have you join us on virtual live if you want. Your choice. But that's how we see a lot of people watching the programs.
Do you have a favorite car? I don't know. Anything stick out? Maybe 1, 2, or 3 in a particular style? I don't know. Make, model, whatever.
It's almost impossible to really do that, but I gotta go with the Steven Giuliano collection. A guy that just recently passed away, the consummate car collector's collector. And he has, in addition to a lot of memorabilia and road art, he's got some Mopar rapid transit stuff that's really cool and a Cheetah race car. But he had the absolute pinnacle of his collection are 4 Cobra, original Shelby Cobra machines that are absolutely original. They are the best in the world, period. And I cannot overstate that. One of the cars, the Cobra 427, this is no joke, has the original tires that it came with when it left the factory. It's unreal. These cars are going to pull at least $1 million. That blue one, a 427 from 1966, probably will pull in excess of $2 million this weekend, and they're going to go across the block on Saturday. But keep your eyes out for that Steven Giuliano Estate Collection. It is remarkable.
Man, that is awesome right there. By the way, I'm getting corrected by folks, and that's what they do, and I appreciate it. It is not Ironside. That was Raymond Burr. Robert Conrad. Was it William Conrad? Robert Conrad was somebody completely different. William Conrad was Cannon.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
Cannon.
Make sure we're on the same page there. Hey, before I let you go, you spent a lot of time at RTV6, and I'm sure that you know they're celebrating 70 years in this market.
Yep.
That's incredible.
It really is. In fact, I began there 30 years ago in 1989, and there is a post that's up on the RTV6 website. I put it on my Facebook page, and you can go there. I'm just, looking up at Scott Hoke on Facebook. But I was down there a few weeks back recalling a few of my favorite memories, one of which was the very first time that I sat at the anchor desk right next to Howard Caldwell, which is a moment that I will never forget because I grew up with Howard, like so many people my age did. So it was kind of a surreal thing. But there's another piece on their website. It's also on my Facebook page, that my very first day as an intern, JMV, in 1986, my first day as an intern, my very first assignment was to go interview Bob Knight.
Let's let Hoke do it. Let's get Hoke to do that. Yeah, send Hoke.
Seriously, I mean, those of you who may remember Ed Sorensen, like I recalled in the story, I just barely walked in the building and I had met Ed and you know, kind of talked about what we were going to do. And he said, hey, what are you doing this afternoon? And I said, I don't know. He said, why don't you go out and interview Bob Knight? I said, sure, fine, whatever. And we did. And they actually, the guys at RTV6 went back and found that interview, and it's part of the piece. So you can check that out on their site or my Facebook page.
What were you asking about? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't remember what any of the other questions were, but it was it had rained. Typical Indiana in June. It had rained a ton. And me being 21 or 22, I said, hey, Coach, it's nice to get out here, but it's a little wet, right? And he was very nice and said, yeah, that's a shrewd observation from a young sportscaster. I like that, you know. So it was pretty funny. Not exactly one that I'll say forever, but it was a good memory.
70 years and you mentioned Howard Caldwell and, you know, Clyde Lee, Dion Willis back in the day, and Ed too. Is Ed? Do they get a chance to catch up with him at all for this anniversary?
He opted out, I think, and he's living down in Waco, Texas. Last I heard, he was on TV again back a year and a half, 2 years ago or so. But I will tell you this, I mean, the names you mentioned, Clyde and Dion, was fortunate enough to work with those guys and so many others.
Bob McLean.
Yep. Oh, yeah, Bob McLean, Norman Cox, Derek Thomas, of course, Jack Reinhardt, that whole gang from the 80s all the way through the 90s and beyond. What a terrific team that was. And one other little footnote about this, when RTV6 signed on the air, remember their very first television program was what? Do you remember? You're not. Neither one of us were there. The first thing that was on their air was the 1949 Indianapolis 500.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yep, that was their first show.
I would guess because of May 30th is
May 30th. Yep,
wow.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, that's amazing to be a part of that. And the thing of it is that came at a time, Scott, where you knew it's not like today where you have zillions of channels and social media and all these different attention grabbers. You basically had 4 or 5 channels if you were lucky then, and I mean, you knew everybody by name. That was an amazing time for TV.
Absolutely, and I would say 4 or 5 would be pushing it.
Yeah.
I mean, RTV6 was it at first, and then there were 2, and then there were 3. Even when I was a kid in the 60s, there was, Channel 6813, and Channel 4 was there, and Channel 20 was there back in the day. And that's 5, and even into the 70s. So it was anything like it is today, yeah.
Well, Scott Hoke's got you covered. The Mecum auctions this weekend, this weekend. Just catch it on NBC Sports Network. If you want to follow him on Twitter, it's at ScottHoke1. Fantastic dude. I love this time of year. I'm going to get out there tomorrow and do a little social media myself and check out some things. And then I'll take my kids out there on Friday. And if I get a chance, I'll slide by and talk at you a little bit.
Yeah, please do. Love to catch up again and see your kids. That's the other thing about it, John. It's not just. I mean, we televise the auction side of it, and a lot of people come out to buy cars and sell cars. But here's the deal: in addition to the auction, which is first and foremost for all of us, it's the best car show you will ever attend. Period. For all the reasons we talked about, the random cars, the cars that are under 10 grand, and some of the cars are going to pull $2, $3, $4 million.
It is amazing, and it's a great time. You will not go away without having a great time, and there are very few things in this world that guarantee you that, and this does. So that's pretty cool. So,
absolutely. Yep.
Hey, Scott, I'll look for you out there tomorrow, and then again, I think coming up on Friday, and see if my kids can hammer the gavel again as they did a year ago, which is pretty nice. So,
that's cool.
Hey, always awesome, my friend. I appreciate you checking in.
Likewise, thanks for having me again, man.
You gotcha. Scott Hoke at Scott Hoke 1. RTV6 has been around for 70 years. 70 years. Yeah, you guys are asking about my first car. Yeah, we wrecked it. Everybody has a first car. Everybody loves a car, too. Quick break. We'll come back. Zach Kiefer, top of the hour. I've got tickets to see The Who. Legendary band, Ruoff Home Mortgage Music Center. We'll do that coming up a little bit later on, and more on the NBA postseason and the lottery later on tonight. Back with you next.
Hey, Dan Dockich here. Many of you out there may feel comfortable with your retirement accounts and may even be working with an advisor who put a plan in place that they say will allow you to retire on schedule. Well, 95% of people are one major stock market correction away from being permanently affected. Unless you are protecting your wealth with guarantees, your future is at risk. Get a competitive return on your money without the fear of losing it. Do yourself a huge favor and call Crown Haven Wealth Advisors now and get a free customized, tailored to your needs retirement plan, a $500 value. Ask for a copy of Baby Boomer Retirement Boot Camp. My money is safe and growing. For that future I can truly rely on, call Crown Haven now and request your free customized tailored retirement plan, a $500 value, and you have to ask for a free copy of Baby Boomer Retirement Boot Camp book now. Call 844-896-7233. That's 844-896-7233. Online at crownhaven.com.
John, for Connecticut, I just want you set up with the best water. The best water possible. It's Connecticut. And Joe, John, and Dennis, the absolute best to work with. If you've had hard water, you know that it is a pain. Whether it's the taste or the smell or just the way that you get your clothes washed, it leaves on your whites, a dingy looking kind of gray. You don't like it, all right? You want the best water. And right now, with a Premier Series water softener and an in-home drinking water station, they will carve out $1,200 for you in that price tag. Great prices on the best water. Premier Series water softener, in-home drinking water station right now, $1,200 off. Joe, John, and Dennis, and my friends at Connecticut today. 2 locations. Northeast side, Castleton, US 31, Southport Road on the south side, and online, ConnecticutND.com today.
Do you have a nagging suspicion that your business could be doing a lot better? Are you tired of losing deals to your competitors? Should it really be that difficult to get past gatekeepers? Are you frustrated that you're being treated like just another salesperson? It doesn't have to be that way. When you're ready to get serious about the career that feeds your family, we should talk. Call me, 317-678-8800. That's Matt Nettleton with Sandler Training, 317-678-8800. What are you waiting for?
Mecum Auctions, Indianapolis 2019. The world's largest collector car auction returns to the Indiana State Fairgrounds. 2,000 muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, hot rods, resto mods, and more May 14th to the 19th. Register to bid and buy tickets now and save at Mecum.com. Catch the Dodge Thrill Ride at Mecum Indianapolis 2019 at Indiana State Fairgrounds. The experience begins at Mecum.com.
Hi, I'm Tony Canan, and I'm here with Chuck Jones at Bill Estes Chevy. Chuck, how long have we known each other?
Tony, you've been coming to Bill Estes Chevy as long as I've been here.
Well, Chuck, it's my 22nd year in racing.
Wow, let's do something to celebrate. To honor your career, we're going to take up to 22% off new Chevys during May.
That sounds like winner to me.
If you want to win with the new Chevy, then find new roads to Bill Estes Chevy or online at BillEstesChevy.com and get up to 22% off. Just ask for the TK deal.
Chuck, you're the man.
Thanks, TK.
Hey, Dan Doggett here for the Leon Tailoring Company. Why do I use the Leon Tailoring Company? It's easy, just that simple. I need a personal dresser. Let's just say I need a Jeeves. That's why I have the Leon Taylor & Company. My own personal Jeeves is Larry, Norman, Kim, and Judy. At the Leon Taylor & Company, they take all the stress away by fitting me perfectly. And with my body type, that ain't so easy. If it were up to me, I'd be wearing sweats and a T-shirt to absolutely everything. If you're putting off picking out a new suit, a new sport coat, shirt, tie, or jacket, or your son and daughter has a big new job interview coming up, see Judy, Kim, Larry, and Norman. They're waiting for you to come in. Ladies, they have a whole area just for you with unique styles, classic looks, both professional and business casual. Did you forget Mom last week? Better get to the Leon Taylor & Company. Stop by, see my friends at the Leon Taylor & Company. It's 809 North Delaware today with free parking. Tell them Daniel J. Dockage sent you.
Finally, The Who is moving on. Get set for a true Who experience like never before. This Saturday night, Ruoff Home Mortgage Music Center. Pete Townsend, Roger Daltrey. Reserved seats are on sale now at livenation.com. The Icons, the show, the Who. Moving on.
Hey, Diamonds Direct makes it really simple for you. Value, education, quality, integrity. It starts with value. You get the education from people that know, like my man Brad over there. The quality is absolutely unmatched. Their integrity, it's their reputation. I send you up there all times of the year because I know this, especially for her, the best gift you're going to find, that gift that hits it out of the park, is at Diamonds Direct. So 2019 is your year of engagement. Take all those principles of value, education, quality, integrity, and put it to good use, and do it the right way, the best way, with Diamonds Direct. The only place to go for diamond engagement rings and fine fashion jewelry that nobody else comes close to. It's Keystone at the Crossing, the official jeweler of the Colts.
Maybe you haven't pulled the trigger on a refinance because you don't want to start over with 30 years. You want an 18 or 27-year loan? No problem. TheHomeLoanExpert.com.
The Indy Grand Prix is in the books.
Simon Pagenaud goes to victory lane for the third time in his career.
And now we move on to qualification weekend for the Indy 500. The Fan joins forces with the IMS Radio Network for complete coverage all day Saturday and all day Sunday. The drivers.
For Joseph Newgarden.
The speed.
228.4.
The drama of Indianapolis 500 qualifications. Exclusively on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. The Ride with JMV.
Chicks dig me because I rarely wear underwear, and when I do, it's usually something unusual.
On FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Turn it up here, Kyle. Scott Hoke is outstanding. I'm telling you, go to Meekum and thank me later, especially if you've never been. You're thinking car auction, you have a bunch of fat guys with a wad of cash sitting around smoking cigars. No, and no. You will love it. It's not like the car show where you go out, you got the car show in front of the diner or the gas station or whatever. This is elite level stuff right here, friends. I'll look for you tomorrow. I'm going to head out there, do a little social media. And then I think on Friday we're going to take the kids. Kids love it. I think last year Lainey wanted me to buy her a pink Charger, 71 Charger. Check that. I'm sorry. A pink 71 Challenger. I said, well, it's about $75,000, so probably not. And you're 9. JMV, have the Meekum auctions ever had the Burt Reynolds ambulance from Cannonball Run? What was, correct me if I'm wrong here. Who are the chicks again in the Lamborghini? Was it Adrienne Barbeau and Susan Anton? Is that who it was back in the day, I think? The Lamborghini? And they had jumpsuits on with zippers in front, and you know what's going on there. Barbeau in the day's not zipping hers up all the way. Hello. At JMV at 1070thefan.com. JMV, a guy from my high school in Newcastle was named Blaine. He is the president and CEO of Panera. Who's this Blaine from Newcastle that's the pres and CEO of Panera? I need to know. I didn't know that the pres and CEO of Panera was local. Hey, JMV, I'm not up on the lingo, but does high volume scorer mean guy that scores a lot of points? Indeed, it do. I'm riding that all the way to the end. High volume score. And believe me, I'm about as worn out on it as you. Blaine from Newcastle is the CEO and the pres of Panera. This would be from the category of I have no idea because I have JMV. Can you tell us what happened to the two Southern Indiana judges that were shot near White Castle downtown a couple of weeks ago? I cannot. That is a news story, and I'm not always on the news story, but I do tell you this. I don't know what happened. The whole thing disappeared, and the two guys got shot. And whenever you're specific about we were not in the Red Garter, that normally means we were absolutely in the Red Garter. Only people that say we were not in the Red Garter are just coming out of the Red Garter. That translation, we were just there. So I don't know. I just know that kind of went away. Went away really quick. I mean, listen, I'm all for it. I think today's like National White Castle Slider Day, so I'm all for a White Castle. Don't get me wrong. Give me a Crave case and about 8 hours at home, and I'm all good. I got to play with a little home court advantage there. I can't eat a Crave case and be out. I can't play on the visitors bench. But I like a Crave case. A little crinkle fries, maybe a chicken ring thrown in. But I don't know what happens. I didn't know what happened. I'm sure somebody out there probably does that's more news authoritative than me. JMV, Panera equals overpriced hospital food. I'm going to tell you this. I dig on hospital food. I dig, like, I will eat in a cafeteria. You don't even have to ask me twice. I love you, MCL. If they brought back Jonathan Bird, even though I went through the carryout, I'd be there. I love the Kmart cafeteria. Who didn't like the Kmart cafeteria? Salisbury steak on Wednesday? Holy, what's wrong with you if you didn't like it? It's from Gary. JMV, just my opinion, but give me Fast Friday over Carb Day anytime. Carb Day, nice for bands and all, but if you want to see cars, Fast Friday is it. I'll be out there on Fast Friday, and I get it, and I'm with you, but I like high-level drunken debauchery, and that's what we get. I like Carb Day. I just like Carb Day. Listen, I want to party. Like, I'm going to turn 50 in December, and I think I'm on the back end now of my days of partying, so I got to embrace it all. To my wife, that's another reason to dislike the name Blaine. Thank you, Sean Patrick Turley. It indeed was. I don't know if that's not Susan Anton, though, but her rack's hanging out, too. I don't know if Adrienne Barbeau ever did anything where hers weren't hanging out. I think that's something. Okay, to get this part, here's what you need to do. You have no lines, but unzip the front of your jumpsuit. It's from Bix. So Blaine from Newcastle makes a lot of bread. No pun intended. It's from Sterling. Yeah, not that one. Thoughts on sports gambling in Indiana coming soon? You're going to throw a couple of bucks on the Colts this year. You know what, Sterling, is funny about this? I am not a gambler. You want to know why? Because I don't like losing, and because it becomes all too familiar when I gamble that I lose. You know what I mean? I don't want to become schleprock, and the whole Costanza rule applies to me. I will sometimes if you're out having fun. Like if around here now, like I would go to to Anderson and I would go to Shelbyville with live dealers, but I'm not going to either one with video dealers because that sucks. Now that you got live dealers, I'll support Terre Haute in that capacity when they open up the Hoshin. The Hoshin Casino and Resort, when they open that up, I'll be a part of it. But I'm not the biggest sports gambler in the world, but I embrace those that do. My God, we just all got to have a little bit of fun, you know? All right, Kyle tells me to break, and I will. Kiefer, top of the hour, a little bit of Colts rundown. Talk of Gasoline Alley. Tony's got you at 8. Trackside, Kevin and Kevin tonight at 7. Instant replay at 6. Big week later on this week out at the track. Once again, too, had a blast out there this past weekend. Thanks to Doug Bowles and Kelby Krause for Chip Ganassi for bringing the pole sitter Felix Rosenquist by. Even though I think we gave him the bad karma for the race for whatever. He came out. It was fun. But we got Friday out there, and then Carb Day, and then Race Day. I'm going to be a part of the Trimulcast extravaganza. And I'm going to be bringing you traffic on the 5s. Like you need it, right? All right, if you're in front, if you're at 16th in Georgetown, you're probably screwed right now. Like, we need to know that. Sorry, Matt Bear, but really, you're telling us something that everybody in the world knows already. Quick one. Back with you next.
Be sure to check out the Fans Instagram page this week for your chance to win tickets to the fastest rookie luncheon on behalf of the American Dairy Association of Indiana. Details 1070thefan.com.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. Rates continue to drop and are near historic lows, and the value of your home is increasing 10 to 15% every year. Maybe you haven't pulled the trigger on a refinance because you don't want to start over with 30 years. Well, at thehomeloanexpert.com, you pick your loan term. You want an 18 or 27-year loan? No problem. Choose your loan term with the 5-minute loan approval only available at thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
All right, AC's been on, gone back to heat, gone to AC, gone back to heat, up, down, up, down. Thank you very much, Central Indiana weather. So I want to make sure that your AC unit is running smoothly for the summer months ahead. So be my guest here and call the people that know 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning at 844-1-HOUR. That's 844-1-HOUR. They'll bring out one of their incredible technicians to make sure with a $79 AC tune-up that everything's going to run smoothly. You just don't want to realize that it's not when you're in it and you're hot and you're sweaty and your house is uncomfortable. Make sure you're good to go for the summer of 2019 with an AC tune-up from 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. $79. It's 844-1-HOUR. Tell them I sent you. 844-1-HOUR today.
Hey guys, if you think you might have erectile dysfunction, you probably do, because 40% of men over 40 have ED. It's no surprise men feel uncomfortable or embarrassed talking about their condition. At the Indianapolis Men's Clinic, we get it. However, it's important to get past any discomfort and start resolving it. Untreated consequences of ED can be very damaging to a man and his partner physically and emotionally. There's no need for that. By taking action today, you can save your relationship and get back to the man you want to be. At the Indianapolis Men's Clinic, our physicians know how to solve your problem and will find a solution that will work for you. Your visit is only $99, and you'll see results that day. Call 999-9000. That's 999-9000 or indymensclinic.com. Be sure to ask about the revolutionary Priapus therapy, known to increase stamina, sensitivity, and even size.
Fast, reliable internet. Is that important to your business?
We couldn't work without it.
At Comcast Business, we go beyond fast with amazing solutions and a great deal.
What kind of solutions?
Well, how about automatic 4G LTE backup for complete reliability?
I like the sound of that. What else?
Powerful Wi-Fi that keeps your employees connected, and bandwidth you can allocate between your customers and employees.
I didn't know Comcast Business did that.
Oh, I'm not done yet. Advanced voice solutions at affordable prices. How about business TV that keeps customers entertained?
Okay, I'm convinced. But didn't you say something about a great deal?
Right now, get started with 75 megabit internet for $49.95 per month for 2 years when you add 2 voice mobility lines and sign up for EcoBill and automatic payment. Call 1-800-501-6000 today. Comcast Business. Beyond fast.
Monthly service charge increases by $10 without eco bill and auto pay. Offer ends 5/21/19. Restrictions apply. New business customers only. 2-year agreement required. Equipment taxes and fees extra. Subject to change. Backup limited to 8 hours.
Indiana weather can be extreme in both summer and winter, which is why new windows from Universal Windows Direct, a Midwest company with state-of-the-art technology, will save you money year-round on energy bills. Call 317-659-8191 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate. And right now, for every window you buy, you get the next window free, no limits, and 0% financing for 36 months. Plus, they back it up with a true lifetime warranty. 317-659-8191 or universalwindowsdirect.com, and you'll say, I love my windows.
When I started Shane Company, I wanted to offer couples in love something no other jeweler in town was offering. Something you could only get if you had a friend in the jewelry business. Unique engagement rings at an affordable price. To keep our prices low, I needed to travel to all 3 diamond capitals of the world and buy our stones only from the best cutters in each market, eliminating all middlemen and their markups. To get the prettiest diamonds, ones that I'd be proud to give to a loved one, I had to handpick each stone individually. To offer unique engagement rings without designer name markups, I created an in-house design team. After all these years, we're still the only jeweler in town doing these things. That's why, when you come in to build your dream ring, you'll get the most beautiful engagement ring at the best price. Now you have a friend in the diamond business. Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
Soccer Saturday featuring Indy 11. If this is your football, this is your show. Saturday at 9 on The Fan. The Ride with JMV.
Welcome to Tool Time. I am Tim the Toolman Taylor, and you all know my assistant Al. Table for one, Borland.
On FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Now, a little Zach Brown band coming back in. I don't like that one. Take that one out. I like the song, though. Zach Brown Band, Chicken Fried. Of course, Zach Brown Band. And our friend Clayton Anderson, a part of Firestone Legends Day. Saturday, May the 25th. Ticket price is $45. Kids 3 and under free. Firestone Concert Pit Pass, $85. VIP deck would be $250. That's the VIP deck. IMS gates open at 8 a.m. Concert venue gates open at 1 p.m. No coolers allowed in the concert area. It is going to be fantastic. Firestone Legends Day featuring Zach Brown Band. Who's Carly Pierce? Do you know? Somebody look up Carly Pierce for me. And Clayton Anderson. Clayton Anderson's going to join us on Carb Day because I think it was 3 weeks ago somebody called in during Anything Goes and requested he be able to propose to his longtime girlfriend on our stage. And I don't think that there's anywhere that would be more appropriate than a proposal at our Carb Day festivities right there in Pagoda Plaza. So we thought that that would be a good idea. And I said, hey, hold on a second. If you're going to propose to your longtime girlfriend, then I'm going to have Clayton Anderson out and let CA serenade you with some tunage. Great idea. Hey, by the way, Miller Lite Carb Day, 24th. We'll be out there. General admission, $30. Kids 15 and under free. Concert pit, 25 bones. VIP deck, additional $250. Pit Stop Challenge, Indy Lights Freedom 100 race, the Indy 500 practice runs too. My show's out there at 3, and we all just get half in the bag, and it's a beautiful thing. I've got somebody that's going to end up proposing to his girlfriend. We've got Emma Dixon out. We share with everybody, including Emma, Brian's Snake Pit Juice. And here's part of it that maybe you don't understand. We build the pyramid, which is very important, but we also have to chug upon request. So if it's requested of you to chug a beer, you got it. If it's requested of me to chug a beer, I got it. Just the rules. Mandatory beer chugging. That's all a part of the Miller Lite Carb Day. It should be great. I've never seen Zach Brown Band, by the way. Chicken Fried's a good song. It's the only one I know. Did you figure out who Carly Pierce was?
Looks like she's just a country singer.
Okay. Well done. Miss Carly Pierce. All right. See what we got with Carly Pierce here. All right. Carly Pierce shares the moment she knew she would marry Michael Ray. That's the first story that pops up via Google search. Okay, I have no idea what that means, but it's going to be fantastic. It's from Lisa. JMV, I was disappointed at first that access to the practice live streams now behind a paywall. It's quite a change. But if the folks handling Indy 500 promotion and coverage keep going as strongly as they have been, I'll gladly pay. Thank you. Sean Patrick Turley. Tara Buckman is the actress on the other side of Adrienne Barbeau in Cannonball Run and the Lambo. She was the director Hal Needham's girlfriend at the time. Well done, Hal. Okay, I'm going to put you, I got a spot in the movie for you that is frowned upon in Hollywood nowadays. I don't know if it's, I don't know if you can equate it to Harvey Weinstein, but it's frowned upon, I'm sure, nowadays. It's from Ryan Freeman. Hey, JMV, so I'm just catching up at the end of your conversation here, but I always thought a high volume score was used to describe someone who needed to take a high volume of shots. High volume shooter is one thing. High volume scorer is another. Now, a high volume scorer may very well go 7 of 31 from the floor on the occasional night. But I don't like high volume shooter to me is Gerald Green. When you feel it, deal it. That's like Gerald Green to me. Former Pacer, former Celtic, current, and now done for the season Houston Rocket. That's high volume shooter. Gerald Green, you feel it, you deal it. High volume scorer, you shoot it, but you also, at a high level, score it. That's what I'm looking for. Hope that clarifies. Pete White with this. I think you should have been on the back end of your partying days 10 years ago. I mean, what do you think I am? Like Grandpa from the Waltons here or what? Who the hell you think I am back in on my... Listen, I'm going to go out swinging on this. I turned 50 in December. And that is, you know how old 50 was back in the day? I go, God, you're 50? There's no way that I'm as old and decrepit as I thought people that were 50 were back when I was 18. None. No way. 50? So I'm going out swinging. And yeah, I'm done. And 40 is the new 30 now, Pete. You're not aware of that. All right, Kiefer, other side. We'll talk a little bit about the Colts, kind of spread the wealth there a little bit, and go around the NFL if Zach so desires. I've got some tickets to see the Who. You want to give away some tickets right now since we just hit that? Tell the folks what they can win if they're caller 7 right now, Kyle. Go ahead. Tell them.
You can win tickets to Carb Day and Qualls.
Carb Day and Qualls, caller 7-239-1070, because we love you a bunch. Number 7 at 239-1070 is a winner.
Are kids better off in an intact family? You bet they are. This is Joe Cordell of the domestic litigation firm Cordell & Cordell. Kids living in a household with married parents do better in school, they're emotionally healthier, and they're more likely to stay out of trouble with the law. If you're in a troubled marriage, of course you should do everything you can to save your marriage, if only for your kids' sake. This includes considering alternatives to divorce. Of course, in some circumstances, divorce is unavoidable. In either case, if you're a man facing a crisis in your marriage, let us help you at Cordell & Cordell. Remember, we're the partner men can count on.
Contact the domestic litigation firm of Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Indianapolis area attorneys, a partner men can count on. 317-322-0122 or visit online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Indianapolis. Cordell & Cordell, 101 West Ohio Street, Suite 1100, Indianapolis, Indiana 46204.
Got a beautiful deal for you right now. I talked to Ben Mendoza last week. I saw Ben and Robert and Scott and Terry over at Indiana's Best, Andy Moore Toyota in Avon. They said, JMV, tell everybody all about 0% APR financing for 60 months on select rides for the month of May. And I said, I absolutely will. So my advice, AndyMooreToyota.com. Check out what they have to offer and see if you can get that 0% financing for 60 months deal going on right now with a new vehicle. And they have acres of them, too. You can check them all out at AndyMooreToyota.com. For the high school graduate that may be moving on to college here, maybe needs a ride, how about a new or a quality pre-owned vehicle from Indiana's Best? That would make a great graduation gift. Tell Ben, tell Robert and the gang that I sent you. It's Andy Moore Toyota. It's in Avon. Very easy to get out there, and you'll thank me later. 5 miles west of 465 on US 36.
At Diamonds Direct, we love those who serve and protect us, and it shows with our new and even more generous Heroes in Uniform program. This is for all active military and veterans, plus all first responders. You get exclusive price discounts on any purchase, plus exclusive long-term 0% financing with no money down options. This is available year-round. It can be used for virtually anything. It's our way of honoring our hometown heroes, those who serve our country and our community, those who make the daily sacrifice, who work hard protecting us, who spend so much time away from their families. To these special men and women, we invite you to our showroom where you'll be treated with respect, you'll be honored, and you'll get our guaranteed best price value, plus extra discounts as well as 0% long-term financing with nothing down. If you wear a uniform and are among those who serve and protect us, or you're a veteran, all of us at Diamonds Direct stand with you. Because at Diamonds Direct, we know that sound is not noise. It's the sound of freedom. Diamonds Direct. Get store hours and directions at diamondsdirect.com.
This is Tim Wicker with Electric Plus, an electrical contractor powering Indiana with offices in Avon, Bloomington, Lafayette, and Kokomo. We lead the race in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Our teams excel at industrial, commercial, healthcare, and 24/7 emergency coverage. Just like race car drivers desire to be the best, the mission of Electric Plus is to be the best electrical contractor, period. Our highly skilled professionals are ready to take the track when you call. For more information, please visit electricplus.com and let's go racing.
Have you ever been to a sales training seminar where you heard a great talk, bought some books, got really excited, and left feeling good, only to find out 2 weeks later nothing had changed? You're right back where you started? That's not sales training. That's entertainment. I'm Matt Nettleton with Sandler Training. Our training is expensive, difficult, and incredibly effective. When you're ready to get serious about the career that feeds your family, we should talk. Call me, 317-678-8800. That's Matt Nettleton with Sandler Training, 317-678-8800.
Hey, John, for the Mower Shop in Fishers, 849-9500. I'm telling you, if your lawn, if your property needs it, let Paul and the gang make sure that your present lawnmower is going to be able to handle it, or you get a new one from Toro, from Honda, Spartan, Hustler, and more. Great prices online, themowershop.com. Order it right there. They deliver it to your door absolutely free, and then you're going to have the sweetest looking yard, the best looking property in the neighborhood, and that's what we all strive for, don't we? Maybe not outwardly, but secretly, we're dudes, and that's what we want, the best looking property, the best looking yard, and you get that with the Mower Shop. And the accessories to make sure. Edging, weed whacking, blowing, all the essentials to make sure that everything is meticulously done, and you're the winner in the competition of yards and properties in the neighborhood. Thank you, Paul, and the Mower Shop in Fishers, 849-9500, or online, themowershop.com right now.
This is Indy Sports Center. WFNI, WIBC, HD2, W298BB, W228CX, Indianapolis. Go trackside with Kurt Cavan and Kevin Lee. Weeknights at 7 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop by Big O Tires in the Indianapolis area, and their experts will make sure you have the tires designed for a luxurious ride and confident control of the road. The team you trust. Big O Tires.
with this track update right here on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. I'm Tony Donahue. Well, it is almost happy hour from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and over the last 60 minutes, we've seen the speeds go up. Team Penske to the top of the charts with Will Power and Simon Pagenaud both in tow. Will Power with the fastest time, the defending champion, 229.745 miles per hour, followed by Simon Pagenaud at 229.703. Ed Carpenter, 228.653 is third fastest, with Elio Castroneves and rookie Colton Herta rounding out your top 5 quickest so far today. Sebastian Bourdais, Alexander Rossi, Marco Andretti, Ed Jones, and Spencer Pigot are the top 10 fastest so far as we are reaching closer to the final hour of practice for opening day here from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Don't forget, coming up tonight, trackside 7 until 8, and the Talk of Gasoline Alley from 8 until 9. I'm Tony Donahue with this track update brought to you by Indiana Donor Network. Be a hero at driventosavelives.org.
The Ride with JMV.
He was probably out of the throttle with the rate that everybody was passing, and everybody just came all over him.
On FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
La 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 la. This is alternative music right now. La 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 la. La 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 la. All right. What in the world? What in the world? La la la. La la la. I know a lot of you like that. I don't get it, I guess. I don't get it. I'm trying to get it, I just don't get it. I was looking at a variety of things in the just released on the Billboard Hot 100 of alternative music, and I don't get it. You guys love Head and Heart, though. What's it called? The Head and the Heart? Who am I to criticize, right? JMV from Nate Jones. You mean a scorer like Tobias Harris? You know what? Tobias Harris may end up making more sense than what we believe, even though I sit here right now before you thinking that, I go, But what do you got? 43 mil, and you got to fill how many different spots? I'm going to go all the way back to something that Seven said a little bit earlier, too, and he's right. When I'm going, okay, is this guy going to be ready to be rotational? How about this guy, that guy, Leaf, Holiday, Edmund Sumner, who is going to be ready for the rotation? And Seven said, hey, why were they drafted if they can't get into the rotation? That's a damn good question. Drafted and you can't get into the rotation. Why? Gotta. I'm telling you, these guys are going to have to be. You tell me any other way. Who's going to come here at the bargain basement deep discount? Who worth anything? Anybody? You have a number of holes to fill. And then people like me are sitting out there and shaking my fist. This is what you got to do. Kemba Walker. Kevin Durant. I don't say that. That's about as numbnuttery as you get, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that's the Tobias Harris is probably what we're talking about, even if we are able of talking about that. Yeah, Randy Law says drop 43 mil on KD and be done. You don't have about 6 players on your team. No, I guess you wouldn't have 6 players. Then you would have Alize Johnson starting at forward. I don't know. It's going to be tough to make sense out of it. That's going to be hard. Again, it's easy for knobs like me to sit here and say, this is what you got to do, but to try to put this puzzle together when you are a salary cap team, easier said than done. I saw this from something called Stadium. So the draft lotteries tonight. The Knicks will shift focus to Anthony Davis if they acquire the number 1 pick. Would you rather have Zion Williamson or Anthony Davis? Go. Anthony Davis or Zion Williamson?
If you know you can get Durant and Kyrie, you go for Davis.
Anthony Davis. Make sure he's locked up forever and a day. Anthony Davis or Zion Williamson? That's sniffs, reeks, in fact, of a Connecticut water question of the day. Oh, Kuntz in Belton, Texas could not be more accurate with this tweetage. What scares me is that Tyreke Evans looked like the perfect volume scorer guy a year ago. He did look good at it. I mean, I think we always question whether or not his volume scoring came by virtue of playing a part of bad teams. But I mean, there wasn't a lot of that questioning going on. Because Kuntz and Belton, Texas, it made sense. It just didn't work out. I saw that over the weekend, too, where he was talking about how he thought things went well in his time here. What if he said, you know what? I'll come at a bargain basement discount. Would anybody want to see? I couldn't do it. He's not, and I couldn't do it. I can't do any more Tyreke Evans. I couldn't. But, yeah, we were all talking about that. And if you want to go even further, Kuntz, think about this for a moment. I mean, everything that the Pacers addressed last offseason, we all felt could be, probably should be, would end up being remedies to significant issues that even we could see. You don't have to be John Wooden Jr. proclaiming you're the best thing to ever come around basketball to see that they needed a three-point shooter, right? Or they needed bench scoring, correct? Or they might need another big man just in case. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist doing this. I mean, you do to figure out the cap. That's why they get the man with two brains. That dude is grinding away at math as I speak. But we thought they did address that last year. I mean, there were some questions about Evans. Bad team, good team. Would he still be able to do it? Those questions were easily answered over the course of the season. I thought he reported overweight. He was injured. He got shots of PRP, which I 100% give a thumbs up to right there. He was late all the time. You can't be late and fat and injured. All right? We're not going to sign you as a free agent if you're late, fat, and injured. But, I mean, we thought that could be a remedy. We thought Doug McDermott was going to be a remedy. And then Doug McDermott on paper shooting what? 40+% from three-point range. You might think, well, hey, this guy had a hell of a year. But we all watched. We knew. This year, we knew. We saw the level of disappointment. I don't care what the stats say. Hey, JMV, this from Joel. A little frozen envelope in favor of the Lakers later on tonight. Let me tell you this. The way the Lakers are going right now, they would screw that up. They would pick the warm one. That's how bad they're going right now. With all due respect to Frank Vogel, which is something we have yet to discuss. All right, so Frank Vogel would appear to be, right, kind of a dead man walking situation out there. I would still say I'll be the coach of the Lakers even if I know this is going to be absolute FUBAR. But what hasn't been? Other than signing a LeBron James, and then when you sign LeBron James, that equated to FUBAR. But I don't blame one bit, and I like Frank Vogel. I like Frank Vogel a great deal when he was here. But, I mean, come on. You know how that's going to end up, don't you? David Blatt in Cleveland, and the guy on the bench was Tyronn Lue. And how long did it take Tyronn Lue to step in for David Blatt? They wanted Kidd on the bench for Tyronn Lue. Tyronn Lue didn't want any part of it, as reported. And now Frank Vogel's got Jason Kidd on the bench next to him. You know that that's not going to end well other than get paid a lot of money and for some point in time being the head coach of the Lakers. I mean, my God, you got Rob Lowe and Kurt Rambis running the team. I mean, how's it not going to be FUBAR? Rob Lowe couldn't even play the damn saxophone right and St. Elmo's Fire. How the hell is he going to run a damn team? I completely agree. Vogel's got nothing to lose. I got nothing against him for that. But I think we all know where this thing is going. And good for him, too, because I do like him. Rob Lowe and Kurt Rambis are making their decisions. The Lakers. I mean, that like screams to get Magic back. Hey, can you come back? Can you make some of your bad decisions? Because your bad decisions are going to be much better than the bad decisions that are being made right now. Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe's good on Twitter, and then he's good showing up at the occasional Colts game and hanging out with Jim Irsay. And he was good in St. Elmo's Fire. I don't know about running the Lakers. Late, fat, and injured. The JMV story starring Gary LaVox. Late, fat, and injured. Can you imagine the NBA? NBA players are great, though. I mean, just 3. Injured, okay. But I think you're injured by virtue of being fat, or in this case, out of shape. So you're late, fat, and you're injured. Just don't be that. Zach Kiefer's going to join us. Zach right now is in, and I don't know if anybody else does this. I think it is amazing. Chris Ballard, he's not going to tell everybody everything. You know, that's just kind of a little pipe dream. And they always do this whenever I'm on, and I wish they didn't because I wanted to go out there and Chris Ballard kind of runs them through everything off-season-wise. I'll give you a great example here. Mike Chappell just tweeted this. Per Chris Ballard, couple of Colts on comeback from surgery. Linebacker Darius Leonard surgery last week on left ankle. Bothered him last year. 6 weeks of rehab for Leonard. Eric Ebron on the men from groin surgery. Jack Doyle expected ready coming up too. But he kind of lets everybody in. I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool until things don't go your way, and then you don't do that any longer, and then you have to explain why you don't do it anymore. But transparency, if you remember, right? If you remember what I had talked about over all the saga that was Andrew Luck and how this organization needs to be more transparent or should have been more transparent at that time. They're being about as transparent as you can be in the NFL because everybody's got everything locked under double secret probation. That part, I don't know how many other teams do that. And I still give the dude credit because after that entire coaching hire fiasco situation, and then you hire or somebody else hires Luck and you're okay with it, and then you tell everybody that he wasn't in your top 8, that is a ballsy move, my friends. That's transparency. 239-1070. Let's go, Brad. Hello, Brad. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm great, Brad.
So I really like Frank Vogel, and I'm a little worried for him too. And I'm just curious why the Lakers were not willing to hire Jason Kidd as a head coach.
I'm not worried for Frank because he got a gig and it's a Laker gig and that's great. But I think we all know how this is going to end for him, though. I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know. But, yeah, they wanted him to sit on the bench with Tyronn Lue as the head coach. And just didn't want to name him head coach. It's an amazing set of circumstances. And I guess what they wanted with their coach is they wanted somebody at that level of a player. And really, that's what Frank had. Frank had Brian Shaw while he was here and then had Nate while he was here. Right, if memory serves. So you get a guy like that, and then you have the NBA player riding shotgun with him because, you talk to the NBA players that say, well, this guy played and he understands. I guess, they figure that's what they have to have with Frank because Frank essentially has had that over his years. I forget what he had in Orlando. I can't remember. Wasn't much, but certainly he had that here. What else you got, Brad?
That's it. Thank you.
Brad, thank you. Late, fat, and injured. Don't be late, fat, and injured. What's up, Cove? JMV, let's play some hypothetical. I'm ready. Let's say the Pacers get Kemba to play with Vic. Resign Bogey and Thad, and that's their starting 5 when Vic gets back. What do you think the bench looks like? More specifically, the backcourt. Who do you like as the scoring guard between Holiday and McDermott? Well, I mean, listen, Holiday is going to be a part of it anyway. What do I think the starting lineup looks like? Hypothetically, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 right there, and Miles. You still got Sabonis coming off the bench. I guess that's what is. Did I just answer that? You don't resign anybody else. Holiday's backup guard, scoring guard off the bench. McDermott is still your bench 3-point shooter, right? Walker, Vic, Bogdanovich, Thad, Miles, starting 5. McDermott, Holiday, Sabonis, TJ Leaf, Pine. Was Ewing in Orlando with Frank? Was Ewing in Orlando, Brian? I thought Ewing was in Charlotte, my good man. I could be wrong, though. I thought Ewing was in Charlotte, but could be wrong. But essentially, that's what they wanted or said what they wanted in L.A. I mean, that whole thing has been just a mess. Think about this. Everybody that anybody's talking about right now as far as the NBA draft lottery is concerned, their organizations are just a mess. And what's funny about it is you can just absolutely screw it up and still you're just a move or some luck here or there or a ping pong ball here or there from saving yourself. I mean, you get a team like or an organization like the Pacers mess this up, that's a death knell. I mean, you're done forever. Close to it. I mean, decisions they make this summer are crucial because you got to make them right. JMV, fat, late, and injured. What you need is a cigarette and a ride to work, too. Hey, can somebody come over and get me? My car won't start. JMV, if I were Vogel, I would do it just for the paycheck and then leave. I wouldn't leave until they asked me. I completely understand. They hired you, go. It's the Lakers. Still put that on your resume. I mean, another team wants you. You're here with the Pacers, with Orlando. I mean, they didn't do anything for him in Orlando, but it's a beautiful thing. But, I mean, look at that organization, the way that it's run, the way that it's been run. You feel as if that's going to get any better. But, again, I mean, they're just a move or two away from being able to flip it. It may seem horrible right now, but a move or two, and all of a sudden everybody becomes really smart and savvy, which is amazing to me. It's from Brian. How many Lows could a Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's? JMV, being LeBron's assistant isn't a bad deal for Vogel. JMV, happy hour at the track, super fast speeds for day one. Tony Donnie's out there giving us updates too, and I appreciate it. Hey, JMV, I'm 42 and I have 2-day hangovers now. Sucks getting old. Tell me about it. I don't have 2-day hangovers or anything, but I wake up and my neck's stiff and I've got to pee I've got to pee every 1 hour and 3 minutes, and I don't know why. That can't be good. It goes like right through me. I'm like that baby alive where you used to like feed it and it would just go right through it. That's me. I'm baby alive. I can't even get a night's sleep. JMV, if I ate a White Castle Crave pack, I'd be doing something high volume. I'd have to play home court there. Yeah, I couldn't answer the guy's question. I don't know what happened to those Southern Indiana guys. Southern Indiana judges up here fiddling and diddling, I guess. They say they were at White Castle at 3:30. That's a likely story. We weren't coming out of the Red Garter. Says everybody who has ever walked out of the Red Garter. Yeah, we weren't coming out of there. Hey, JMV, I think Scott Hoke got mixed up a little bit about starting with the 1949 500. Oh, yeah, it was sponsored by, 1949. Maybe so. 70 years is awesome. And RTV6, and I like everybody that works over there, RTV6 was the big dog for years around here, and Howard Caldwell was awesome. Clyde Lee, Dion Willis, Bob McLean. That was pretty awesome of the day. JMV, Bucks and Blazers, while the L.A., New York, Chicago all suck and everybody hates Houston and Philly. You know what? And you always get this dialogue along with it. So you got what? You got Portland, you got Milwaukee, and you got the Canadiens a part of it, and then you got Golden State. And then what's everybody end up doing? I mean, what's the whole storyline of it all? It's, well, you know what? TNT and ESPN and ABC, they're concerned about their numbers. Nobody's going to watch. Why wouldn't you watch? I would watch every minute Giannis Antetokounmpo. What is not fun about watching that? I mean, I'm not watching Milwaukee with Paul Mokeski. What shouldn't be enjoyable to your average basketball fan? Why would you say, well, you know what? Milwaukee's a part of it, so let's turn this crap off. Randy Brewer's not playing. Now, Portland. What's not entertaining about watching the Blazers play? Dynamic backcourt. May not be Curry and Thompson, but right there. I think if Curry and Thompson, this is going to be a bad analogy here. If Curry and Thompson would be Coke, then what would Lillard and McCollum be Shasta? Or are they better than Shasta? It wouldn't be Big K. It wouldn't be Dr. Thunder. But would they be like Shasta? JMV, you better get your prostate checked if you're peeing that much. It is incredible. I'm like, you know those things they put in the middle of a lake to get a fountain, and it just constantly gets lake water and it sprays it back up and it goes back down? That's exactly me. That's what I do. I just spray water and it goes back in and then it sprays back out and goes back in. Is that my prostate? I wanted to do this, the thing that Big Joe did in the wintertime, but they said that my insurance wouldn't cover it yet. Wait a minute. I mean, it's like a year. Oh, so okay, I got it. I know a dude's got this right. If Curry and Thompson are Coke, then Lillard and McCollum are RC. Bingo. That's good. That is good right there. RC. That is fantastic. I'm trying to think. What would Danny Green and Kyle Lowry be? All right. Big K. Hey, we got to take a break here, don't we? I'm way over. I'm like, it's 5:25 right now. Jeff Rickard's somewhere mad, pounding. He's pounding on the steering wheel of his car. Would you go to break? Zach Kiefer, whenever Zach gets out of his conversations with Chris Ballard of the Colts, that and more coming up next. Sit tight.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. In addition to everything else going on, they have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
An effective defense often hinges on sophisticated strategies relating to income tax projections, business valuations, spousal support claims. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters, and that's why it's so important to hire someone that has those skills.
Contact the domestic litigation firm of Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Indianapolis area attorneys, a partner men can count on. 317-322-0122 or visit online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Indianapolis. Cordell & Cordell, 101 West Ohio Street, Suite 1100, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46204.
How's your AC unit? Do you have any clue whatsoever? Oh, we don't. We don't know. We just go by how comfortable we are. And then if you just kind of want to gauge it, we all do this. We're guys. We put our hand down on the vent. Oh, that's cold enough. Yeah, we don't really know. That's where 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning comes in. 844 1 Hour, a $79 AC tune-up. They do a heck of a lot more than just the old hand over the vent test. They get it done and make sure that all of a sudden this thing's not going to break down when it's hot and you're hot and bothered and sweaty and your house is not comfortable. That's a bummer. Make sure you take care of that and you get peace of mind right now. The $79 AC tune-up with 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. That's 844 1 Hour. Tell them I sent you. 844 1 Hour today.
Hey, it's Stan Dockich here for Window Nation. It's graduation time, not just for schools, but it's time for your home to graduate up to new energy-efficient windows from Window Nation. And as a graduation gift, all window styles are 50% off. You choose beige, bows, double-hung, wood, vinyl, any color, any size, all custom-made, all 50% off. Window Nation's massive buying power is a diploma in deals, and they'll pass the savings on to you. It gets even better. Make no down payment with no payments and no interest for 12 full months. And if you call Window Nation this week, take 50% off every window, plus get free blinds with the purchase of a house of windows. New windows save energy, improve the look and value of your home. Now 50% off with no down payment, no payments, and no interest for 12 months, plus free blinds. Call Window Nation today for a free in-home estimate. They can come out the next day and will provide a quote valid for a full year. School year's about to end, so's this deal. Hurry. Call 866-90-NATION today or online at windownation.com. 866-90-NATION or windownation.com. Hey, if you are nervous about going to the dentist or simply don't go to the dentist because you're afraid, you got to call my friends at Today's Dentistry and ask them about Sedation Dentistry. Sedation Dentistry allows you to get the dental treatment you need and want in the most relaxing, comfortable dental environment available. Don't let fear of the dentist or dental anxiety keep you from getting proper dental care. Dr. Michael Neal at Today's Dentistry is here for you. Call 317-849-2933 and schedule your sedation consultation. 849-2933, Today's Dentistry.
Are you wanting a stable, growing career with competitive wages, benefits, and that's also willing to train you to get your CDL license? Then Ray's Trash wants to talk to you. Ray's Trash is looking for general labor CDL drivers and mechanics. With over 300 trucks and growing, Ray's Trash is looking for individuals with a strong work ethic to be part of their team. Apply today online at raystrash.com or in person at any of their locations. So what are you waiting for? Ray's Trash is an equal opportunity employer. If you need trash service, call Ray's Trash.
Hey, it's Kyle Knezovich for Body Sculpt RX. The Shape Reclaimed and Cool Sculpting program under the medical supervision of Maria helped me lose 30 pounds. I'm telling you, in my adult life, I've never felt better. My transformation took only 4 months, and now you can see the results for yourself with my before and after photos at bodysculptrx.com or their Facebook page. As the premier and only med spa serving the Noblesville and Westfield areas, Body Sculpt RX can help you reclaim your shape too. Tell them Dan Dockich and producer Kyle sent you. BodySculptRx.com.
I'm John, and I get smart real good. Here's why. Because I do now. I wish I would have known then what I know now. I wish I'd had me to hand out this sound advice. If 2019's your year of engagement, value, education, quality, integrity. That's what we're talking about. The core principles are very simple, but incredibly important and smart for you from Diamonds Direct. We are talking great deals on, well, that big moment in your life where you pop the question. If this year's your year of engagement, you can't do that up wrong, because if you do, that's going to hang over your head. That's going to be your shadow. That's going to be your slip rock. That's going to be your issue for the rest of your life. Do it right here with my friends from Diamonds Direct. I'm telling you, the only place to go for diamonds, engagement rings, hint, hint for you, and fine fashion jewelry. If you got an anniversary coming up, bingo. We're talking value, education, quality, integrity, complete transparency in what you're going to get and how much you'll love it from Diamonds Direct. That's Keystone at the Crossing, the official jeweler of the Colts.
There's never an excuse for missing anything on The Fan. 1070 The Fan on connected devices and smart speakers. 1070thefan.com. 1070 The Fan app on iTunes and the Google Play Store. For a full list, go to 1070thefan.com/listen. Plus, you can listen to all the shows by subscribing to the podcast. Take us anywhere and everywhere you go. FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Your home for indie sports. The Ride with JMV.
It's Jim Perry. Now talk to him, damn it.
FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
I don't know if we're going to do anything goes. I don't know if we're going to have time. I asked Kyle this. Kyle's much younger than me. We're like 6 stories high on the circle downtown. Somebody's bumping bass down on the circle. Did you hear that too?
I think it's down on the floor below us.
Really?
That's
somebody's bumping bass down in
our
the floor.
Good friend Tony Katz is in that studio.
Tony Katz is not bumping bass. He might be applying Just for Men on his beard, but he's not bumping bass. Do we still bump bass? Do people still do it? You still pull up to a stoplight and boom, boom, boom. You can't even hear anything. It's
When you're young, when you first
Yep.
get your license, 16, teenage, high school years, yeah, you'll still do it. Once you grow out of that phase.
When you first got your car, did you fill up the trunk or did you fill up the hatchback with speakers?
Well, I drove a 2000 minivan. It's for my first car, so no, I didn't.
All right. Kyle didn't. On the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline, fine rider from the Star, friend of the show, Zach Kiefer. Have you ever bumped bass?
I don't think I could pull that off. Actually, I know for a fact I couldn't pull that off.
Have you ever played your
important to
music
know your
loud
limitations.
at a stoplight?
No.
Have you ever played loud music in your life?
Yes.
What
Yes,
was
I
it?
have.
What was it?
I don't know. Name something.
Well, wow, you're the one that played it. How the hell would I know?
I'm trying to think of the correct answer here, and I'm coming up empty.
Dude, listen, that's just all on me, though, because you're not adequately prepared for this line of questioning that I'm throwing at you here. That's on me.
I never am. I never am when I hop on your show. That's the fun part.
It is on me right there. Well, somebody's bumping bass around here, and I didn't know if that was still in, if you're still bumping bass or if that's like an old school thing. I didn't know.
It's in, I can tell you it's in at West 56th Street. When you leave the Colts facility, you'll drive, the players will drive by us sometimes, and I can tell you it's very much in with their very expensive cars that they own.
What do they listen to out there during practice?
It's heavy hip hop. There's, Chuck Pagano one day, this is a great little story. He got mad at us because we said they weren't having tough enough training camps, and he got out there and he started playing Let's Get Physical, and he kind of gave us a long look. So we get classic rock, we get Springsteen, we get a little hip hop. I'm so old these days, I don't even know half the hip hop and the rap songs that they're playing, but that's what they blare in the locker room too.
Chuck Pagano, in a response to tougher practices, decided to roll some Olivia Newton-John, is what you're telling me here?
I swear to God, that's what happened.
Wow.
Blared it in the practice facility and looked right at us.
Well, okay.
I mean, in a joking, fun way.
Huh.
But yes.
Were people embarrassed when Olivia Newton-John's lyrics talked about the only thing she wanted to do was get horizontal? Was that a little awkward out there?
It wasn't exactly football music.
That's outstanding. Zach Kiefer joins us. I love the fact that Ballard is so transparent with what he does. He brings all you guys out there, right, and talks to you about things. I know you met with the media. Was this the thing where he lets you in on what they're thinking right now, or was this your garden variety PC type of deal?
No, I mean, I will give the Colts credit. This is real, man. We are in the draft room for 2 hours. I just got out of there a couple other reporters were there as well. And, not all of it's on the record, but a lot of it is, and you learn a lot. And you get to see what they see in these draft picks from a schematic tape watching standpoint, and it's really helpful. Look, I'm not watching 70 hours of tape before the NFL draft, but he's watching, I think they watched 1,500 or whatever it was, but you can see the things on tape that they see fitting in their schemes, and that's very, very helpful from my point of view as a reporter covering the team. This is why they drafted this guy. It doesn't mean the guy's going to work out. It doesn't mean the guy's going to become the next Darius Leonard, but we saw it last year. We watched tape at Darius Leonard. You saw the speed leap off the film. And you heard Chris Ballard say, look, I really like this guy. He's going to be a good player. I didn't say rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year. But you can see the things they're seeing. And whether they're right or wrong remains to be seen. But look, I mean, we can appreciate the fact that they're being transparent. They're being honest with us. And they're not trying to hide this stuff because the previous two regimes would have never done this.
Zach Key for the Stars on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. Let us in on the more interesting aspects of what they went over today, stuff that a lot of people like me would not know unless you were in that room today.
Really excited to see what Ben Baniju does. I don't even know what to call him in terms of the position. They're going to start him out at Sam linebacker, but he's going to play linebacker and then maybe on rush downs move up to the defensive line and possibly even play defensive end. I don't know a lot of guys who can do that early in their careers, but that's what they think about this guy. He's got a lot of speed, a lot of bend. We saw a lot of plays today in the draft room where you're like, wow, he's a lot faster than everyone else on the field. And there was a game against Ohio State where you saw him showcase his talents as well, and that's obviously, a premier program. He's going against Paris Campbell on a couple of these plays, who we know how fast he is. That's going to be a really interesting guy to watch in camp. I'm actually really excited to follow Baniju and see what he does at those sort of a hybrid defensive front seven guy. I don't know how many guys are like him. You saw Paris Campbell. You saw the bubble screens. You saw how Frank Reich's going to use him just from what you know from Frank Reich's offense. We saw a lot of Rock Ya-Sin sort of just straight up man-to-man coverage, and you can see that inner wrestler in him, if you will. You can see this guy's background coming out in just this one-on-one battle. He's physical. He's right up in there. Just a lot of good tidbits about what they see in these guys and what the draft process was like and like why they traded up 20 spots to get Kari Willis. He was the last safety they really liked, and they had all the ammunition with those extra fourth-round picks, and they said, look, we can't let this guy get past us. We need another safety. Let's go get him. So I'm pouring through the transcript now and trying to pick out the things that I learned for a story I'm going to write, but just tons of information in a 2-hour period you get in the draft room.
Is there a comparison out there of present NFL guys that you could make regarding Baniju? Has anybody made? Because I have not seen.
No, and Chris Ballard was hesitant to do that because they're not there yet. But the defensive end spot, I mean, that's interesting to me. If you can play him in that second level with Darius Leonard on maybe the first two downs, and he's going to have competition because he's not going to walk in and start from day one. At least, it's going to be tough because Anthony Walker's a really good Mike linebacker, and if he does play Sam or Mike, Sam's going to be less snaps because they're in that nickel defense so often. But no, I don't think of any. No names come to my mind right now.
Yeah, all right. I'd say, do any other NFL teams do what they do to bring you guys in and to help educate you on exactly what they go through and their whole job in general? Because I can't imagine many do, if any at all, besides them.
I have not heard of it, and this is the second year we've done it. They did the draft series. I'm sure you saw that. They let the cameras in. I know Arizona did a little bit like that. Buffalo did that. So they weren't the only ones in terms of letting the cameras in the draft room. But as far as in the draft room, just to talk straight up with the picks, watch tape, I can't tell you I've heard of any others.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's funny. I brought this up before you came on. I remember back when we were going through that entire Luck saga about what's going to go down with him, and I remember preaching, you got to be more transparent. And
right.
I can't think of a team that's been more transparent to a level. I mean, it's not like it's by a broad stretch, Zach. You know what I mean? It's like other teams here, and they just it's odd. I mean, it really is, but cool because they're doing kind of what I had asked for a couple of years back.
I think, and you know this as well as anyone, being in here and covering this team and being around the team as long as you have. I mean, this is breaking new ground almost. I mean, just think about last week. They've got this sort of rogue, this new draft analyst named Brian Decker, who's got a background in the military, pretty rare in sports. And me and Stephen Holder and Mike Wells sat down and talked to him for an hour, and it was fascinating. And I don't think a lot of teams would have let that happen. I don't think a lot of teams would let this sort of guy's thinking and mindset and approach out there in the public. But there was nothing holding them back, and it was a really fascinating story, I thought, just the way they're doing this. And that's sort of emblematic of how this team's approaching things. Ballard doesn't want all the credit. He is not shy about giving the guys that work for him a chance to see the spotlight. I spent 2 hours with a scout, Jamie Moore, back in February, and it was really fascinating to me, one, to hear from him the day-to-day job and what it's really like on the road, and two, what draft day is like when you're pitching guys you've been scouting for a year, maybe two, what it's like to pitch that to your boss, the GM. So they're going above and beyond to let fans into what it's really like in this building. The access is as good as it is with any other team in the league. It's crazy.
Zach Kiefer, the star, he's on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline out there with Chris Ballard and the Colts today, letting everybody in on a little information. So Leonard surgery, Ebron had a little groin work, and Jack Doyle coming back from all this. Everybody A-okay for the start of camp from what you guys were told today?
Yeah, the biggest news is Darius Leonard had a surgery on his ankle about a week ago, it sounded like. He'll be out for 6 weeks. He'll miss probably the mini camp in June. Actually, he will for sure. No big concern there. He played through a lot of this. If you remember, he missed that New England game with the ankle. Played through that most of the season. All he did was lead the NFL in tackles and win Defensive Rookie of the Year. So imagine what he can do on two healthy ankles. Deon Cain, I want to urge patience because he's going to be a full go for training camp, and I know the expectations are sky high. But Chris Ballard said this today. He's not going to be himself right away. They never are coming off an ACL. Just think of what Malik Hooker looked like last year in August and September and October. Wasn't himself until November, December. I'm thinking sort of the same thing with Deon Cain. He's a receiver. His speed, his agility, all that is going to be a little bit slower than normal until he gets back to full strength. He's a full go for camp. Eric Ebron, I would expect, will be a full go. Jack Doyle will be a full go for camp. Probably doesn't practice at the mini camp in June, but they will watch him. He'll be an off and on deck kind of guy coming off that hip surgery. But it's Jack Doyle. Do we really need to worry all that much about him?
Is Andrew Luck going to be throwing?
Yeah, he'll be good. He'll be good.
Hey, I blame Kevin Bowen.
I haven't got that question in a while.
No, well, Kevin Bowen, I blame him for that because he's brought it up to me, and then I had to go scout around to find out if there was anything wrong, and, yeah, that's where we are. So blame Kevin.
Kevin Bowen is starting rumors about Andrew Luck. I got to get on Bowen about that. That's the last thing we need in this media market.
There's no doubt about that. My brother, you're awesome as always. I appreciate you.
Thanks, John.
Zach Kiefer, the star, Andy Moore, Automotive Group hotline. I don't know if we're going to have time for anything goes. If you hear the music, you can fire it up. If you don't, we'll just do your garden variety in-game segment coming up. Other side next.
Be sure to check out the Fans Events tab to see when and where we'll be at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway live this entire month. Details online now, 1070thefan.com.
Dan Dykich here for Family Leisure. It's the great outdoor sale. You know how much I love my pool. Get yours this year from $34,999 installed basketball hoops, from $999 installed barbecue islands, pergolas, fire pits, fireplaces, and so much more. On sale now. Tell them I sent you and get a free gift with a purchase. Buy a patio set, get a free umbrella. Buy a grill, get free accessories. You get the drill. The great outdoor sales is on at Family Leisure. Go to familyleisure.com or Penland Pike, Oakland Road.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. I warned everyone 4 months ago that this year the purchase market would be fierce. Homes are selling quickly, and we are pre-approving more folks than ever before. If you're going to get into the home that you want, you need to be working with the right lender. We can get you pre-approved in 5 minutes with a lower rate and close on your new home in as little as 14 days. The 5-minute loan approval only available at thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
Hey, JMV here in May is National 529 College Savings Plan Month. Forum Credit Union celebrating by reminding parents the Sprout College Matching Account. So, yeah, Kevin and the gang let me in on this, too. It is perfect. It's a complement to the 529 College Savings Plan for you. This account pays a competitive dividend rate plus matches deposited funds up to $100 every year. Stop by any Forum branch location. Talk to the folks. Tell Kevin that I sent you. This is brilliance in helping you manage your money, helping you save your money and better prepare financially for the future. That's why I trust Forum Credit Union, and you should too. A branch location nearest you or online, forumcu.com today.
Mecum Auctions, Indianapolis 2019. The world's largest collector car auction returns to the Indiana State Fairgrounds. 2,000 muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, hot rods, resto mods, and more May 14th to the 19th. Register to bid and buy tickets now and save at Mecum.com. Catch the Dodge Thrill Ride at Mecum Indianapolis 2019 at Indiana State Fairgrounds. The experience begins at Mecum.com.
Hello, this is Rob Evans. At INHP, we believe everyone in Indianapolis deserves to live in a safe, decent, and affordable home in a vibrant neighborhood. That's why INHP provides homeownership education classes, affordable fixed-rate home loans, and down payment assistance for low to moderate income households. INHP clients gain knowledge and purchasing power, enabling them to afford the home of their choice in a neighborhood that's right for them. Learn more about the choices available to you at INHP.org. That's INHP.org.
Here's what's happening with the Fan.
It's the month of May in Indy, which means Big Joe is on the move. Thursday at 9, he's at Joe's Grill in Castleton. Friday at 9, he's at Brothers Downtown. It's your chance to win Indy 500 tickets and Miller Lite Party Deck passes. Then the Fan is out all month long for the Budweiser Legends of Racing driver appearances. Event info now on the events tab at 1070thefan.com.
For more info, click on IndySportsCenter.com.
Do you have a nagging suspicion that your business could be doing a lot better? Are you tired of losing deals to your competitors? Should it really be that difficult to get past gatekeepers? Are you frustrated that you're being treated like just another salesperson? It doesn't have to be that way. When you're ready to get serious about the career that feeds your family, we should talk. Call me, 317-678-8800. That's Matt Nettleton with Sandler Training, 317-678-8800. What are you waiting for?
It's the Harrah's Hoosier Park race of the day. Here's the lineup. Shark Fantasy goes to Brooke Christ. Charlie Sheets gets Mobile Big John. Kamaturo Rock goes to Josh Kelly. Jeff F. with Ash Carrion, Hanover. Oria Nori, I'm pronouncing names wrong, but it's okay. Drew Waddell gets that. ER True Value goes to Rick Mills. Jared Overman with Kings Leonidas. Always Breaking Hearts, L. Rob, and Jimmy Brad go Sure Fire Bet. Roll the race of the day, Kyle.
The following is presented by the Indiana Standard Bred Breed Development Program. From Harrah's Hoosier Park Racing and Casino, it's time for the harness race of the day on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
They're off and pacing. And fast off the gate, it's a scary one, Hanover. Camterra Rock between horses, and for the far side, Sure-Fired Bet. Shark Fantasy comes away fourth as they head out past the stands. Mobile Big John gaps away fifth. King Leonidas coming away sixth. Well, Rianor next in the seventh. The R True Value is eighth, and the early trailer is Always Breaking Hearts. They race to the quarter, 26-1. A hot first quarter here, and here comes Camterra Rock. Sam Widger pulling early with his Horses 8-1 shot as they make the turn to the backstretch. A Scary One Hanover and Peter Wren will look to yield and follow the leader in second. So Camtura slowly takes the lead, a nose and neck, 3 parts of a length. Hard pressed to clear a Scary One Hanover. Meantime, it's Surefire Bet on the inside, races third. Shark Fantasy continues at the 4th spot. Mobile Big John comes to the outside, but he's well off the cover in 5th. Then 6th to the outside, it's King Leonidas. The half was 55-1, and Camtura could not clear a Scary One Hanover. So a Scary One Hanover retakes as they round the far turn. A Scary One Hanover by a half length to the outside. Camtura Rock still there, a nagging second now. Surefire Bet will need racing room. He's right behind the leader. Here comes Mobile Big John to the outside, and here comes First Turn Stables King Leonidas into the mix. They pass 3/4 in 124. Racing for home, it's a Scary One Hanover as he kicks away 3 to the outside. Mobile Big John has moved to second, and towards the inside, it's Camtura Rock out of the center of the track. Will Rianor. It's a Scary One Hanover laboring. Mobile Big John to the outside, and Will Rianor kicks in. He's flying late, but it's a Scary One Hanover to win the first in 152-1. Well, Rianor finished second. Mobile Big John was third.
Just minutes from Indy off I-69 in Anderson, Harrah's Hoosier Park has standard-bred horse racing through November 9th, thanks in part to the Indiana Standard-Bred Breed Development Program. And keep listening for your chance to win with Harrah's Hoosier Park Harness Race of the Day on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Your home for the 2019 NBA playoffs. FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. The Ride with JMV.
Give me that phone. Now you listen to me, mister. God did not put me on this earth to be awakened by filthy suggestions from a foul-mouthed hooligan like you.
On FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
All right, turn me up in the background there. As Carry One Hangover was your winner. Jeff F. wins. The $2 exacta paid $73.60. The superfecta $96.55. The trifecta $70.90. Harrah's Hoosier Park Race of the Day every day right here and right here on FM 107.5. And 1070 The Fan. This date in history. Turn it up for me, would you, Kyle? Combat Rock. 37 years ago today, 1982, a band that I never saw and I wish I would have. 5th studio album, Combat Rock, featuring Rock the Casbah. It's The Clash. Also this date in history, this. You recognize this song over there, youngster? This is like the first real garage band type of music that never got any love. One-hit wonder. Anybody out there remember the band EMF? And they were described, if you remember, May 14th, 1991 as a garage band. And this song hit big, and unless I'm mistaken, they never did jack squat the rest of the way. Never heard the song? EMF's unbelievable. This date in history. All right, also this. Have you ever heard this? Chicago released its 14th studio album, which logically would be Chicago 17, 35 years ago today. With Hard Habit to Break, You're the Inspiration, and Along Comes a Woman as a part of it. All right, we'll see if we can climb into anything you've ever heard here. Also on this date, May 14th, 1997, this.
Hiya, Bobby. Hi, Cam. You want to go for a ride? Sure, Ken. Jump in.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie
What do you got over there? Barbie Girl, Aqua, was released.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Big day. of music releases this date in history. My thanks to Scott Hoke, Meekum. Meekum's going to be out there all week. Meekum's going to be out there this weekend. And I'm going to be out there tomorrow, so I'll look for you. I'm going to be doing my whole social media experience for everybody tomorrow. Zach Kiefer, also on the show. Podcast1070thefan.com. You want to do the Who tickets on Twitter? How about that? I've got tickets to give away to see the Who. We'll do that on Twitter. Thank you to my friends at Live Nation. Kyle, Kimmy, Jimmy and the gang. Christian, you guys are awesome. Trackside, Talk of Gasoline Alley, 7 and 8. Instant replay. Other side next. Talk to you tomorrow at 3. Have a great night.
Sports Center updates on the Fan are brought to you by Big O Tires.